Oh, well, I want Terrence Crawford next.
You're going to make that happen?
Huh?
You're going to make that happen?
Oh, definitely. That's the fight that I want. That's the fight everybody else want. Like I said, I'm going to get these straps and I'm going to go over there and take his shit too.
All right. Errol, congratulations. Terrific fight this evening.
Thank you, man. Now, strap season, y'all know what time it is, baby. Terrence, I'm coming for that motherfucking belt.
All right.
I'm not catching fades anymore. Gotta keep my hands clean when they come for the ball. Keep it smooth like a dawn, making moves in the dark. Cause I learned how to swim in the pool full of sharks. Now they coaches, cause they can't read all his motions. How the kid never switch codes, but he codes with focus. Staring down your team with a frozen, ice cold look that could end the summer solstice. Cause I'm more like the top dog. Keep on running game and the gang will accost y'all. I be calling plays from a plane while I'm off court. But we ain't the same, you a lame, I'm a mob star. Actually, I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athlete. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. Put my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pour strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode, I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, God five, I'm the kingpin. They know I'm a dog and a beast, man. Yeah, I keep the peace with a peace, man. I ain't got no time for appeasement. Why would I respond to a pawn? I'm the... Hold up.
If I let my dogs off the leash, then you might want to get out of Dodge by the evening. Honestly, think it's not the blood and the beat. If they don't leave anything behind at the evening.
I can see you soft, ever thought about retreating. If you never have, then they'll give you a reason. Better watch your tone, lose your bass when you speaking. Underneath the mask is the wrath of a... When you learn how to smile in their face, then go cutthroat. Then they want to call you a con when the blood cold. I remember starving while y'all had a truckload. Now I'm with the mob with the call and the gusto. I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athlete. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. Put my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pour strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode, I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, God five, I'm the kingpin.
What's going on out there? We got some good stuff coming up, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy about it. What's going on? Let's see. Let's get some people up in here, man. Let's get the 300 up in here, man. You know what I'm saying? I came on, what was that, yesterday, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, everybody be on. What's going on? Retro Games in the building. One of the 300, no doubt. What's happening, my brother? Let me see. He ain't got no wrench or nothing. It's like, what? They be removing my wrenches, bro. There you go. Let's see. There you go, Retro. Um, Man, did y'all see the press conference today? Of course, you already know. You already know that press conference is going to be boring as hell because, you know, these two guys, you know, that they're the ultimate professional type guys. You know, they're not coming in on no trash talk. You know, Arthur Beterbiev and Bivol, they're just really great representations of their country and fighting. You know, it's just hard. It's hard pressed to find somebody with 100%, you know, saying knockout ratio, bro. I mean, that's just unheard of. I know Boots is close, but but this just to have 100%, bro, going in that weight class, that is crazy. Um, you know what I'm saying? I know he's 38, but he still shows that, you know, I mean, there's no signs of slowing down for Beterbiev, man. I mean, the dude is a monster. You know, I thought Marcus Brown was going to be able to come in there and, you know, like really give him some work. You know, I mean, he did give him some work, but you know what I'm saying. I thought he was going to be able to stay away from him and outbox him, as long as he didn't put them bricks on him. And what ended up happening, he got them bricks put on him. You know, I mean, like literally, like one fight changed the sway of that bout with Marcus Brown. That shit was awesome. Oh yeah, man. I you know I didn't know you didn't have one because I had to put my phone on at the same time. Some reason I can't do it from my computer. He said, "Thanks, fam. I just got an internet bully, a reality check for trying to bully new gamers. I called him a ticket." Hey, hey, man. When people get crazy here on this here internet when it comes to this internet bullying, but I mean, who do you guys have? You know what I'm saying? I want to wait for some people to get it. Y'all come on in here. You know what I'm saying? Get on in here so we can have a discussion. Um, because we got some really good fights that's going to move the sport forward. Coming up. We got the Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney fight coming up. That's going to be really good. And even though people are kind of clowning them on saying the build up because these two guys you don't really see them like that. What I'm saying? Even though, they are trash talkers a little bit for Devin, but most definitely for Ryan, right? Um, it still don't kind of like it just don't seem like it's them. It just seems like, they're trying to make up for lost time. Yeah, he says, uh, oh yeah, yeah, well, they got him talking about fighting Louise Ortiz, right? Isn't that crazy? It'd be funny if they think Louise Ortiz don't have nothing in the tank left, but it'd be so funny if Louise Ortiz, what I'm saying, destroy his ass, what I'm saying? Kind of like when your boy Charles Martin got in there and showed the little whippersnapper that, hey, what I'm saying, you ain't that good, bro. You're just not that good. And I think he really pulled back, tell you the truth. He says retro games says I got Devin, but if Ryan hits Dev with that drunken left hook, man, he said it can change the fight. I can't wait to see. And that's true too. Ryan got that lightning reflexes, but he gets frustrated. And when you get frustrated in boxing, even though it's part of his pedigree, Ryan got a good background and a good pedigree. His flaw is that he gets frustrated and he don't have the creativity to deliver his offense. It's just like all athletic. This is all athletic, just special. I mean, that's his gift, and he's believe it or not, up top, he's more athletically gifted than Devin. What I'm saying? Devin, he's a technician, overall a more complete fighter, but when it comes to those raw gifts, what I'm saying, I think Ryan, like you were saying, retro, if he hit Ryan with that strong left hand, it's going to be over for him, man. It's gonna be night night Irene. And, you see how long it took him to recover from Jorge Linares. What I'm saying, but of course, he got hit with that wham wham that you don't see, and it was just kind of crazy. What I'm saying, he was fucked up for a round. At the end of that round and a little bit of the first part of the sixth round, but he made it through. So he got good survival instincts. If you remember when Floyd got hit by Sugar Shane Mosley, saying those survival techniques. What do you do? When you get Falumaloom, and a lot of fighters don't know what to do when you get Falumaloom. We've seen a lot of cases of that, right? And I think Devin, I think if he gets hit by Ryan, it better be to the point where Devin can't grab him, right, and survive. Because if he survived, he's going to be able to get in there and deal with Ryan Garcia if he recover. He says, I got Devin, but if Ryan hits Devin, okay, I read that. He said there's one heavyweight I want to see. I want to see fight everyone. That's the Cuban dude who trains with Canelo. That boxer got a lot of tools to upset the top. Let me see who trains with Canelo. I gotta look that up. Because it look like right now Canelo, he's not, because you got David Morrell up there, and David Morrell is super talented, man. And it's just a shame that saying we got all these talented fighters. They got to move up a weight class because saying Canelo don't want to give them a shot. That's just what it is, man. He says but you say retro. He said you bite your opponent ear Mike Tyson style to stop to stop the punching. Yeah, he still got beat. You know what I'm saying, by Evander Holyfield. I sure hated it because I was rooting for Mike in that fight. I was rooting for him. But anyway, man, getting back, Devin talking about the damn fight is personal now. Now he's talking about his personal. I'm just like, I mean, they're trying to do anything they can to sell this fight. And it's just like, it's just not working because, these two guys already have established, saying their personalities. And then Ryan is just going off on some kind of like, conspiracy theory type stuff and talking about the Illuminati. And I'm just like, what the hell is going on, man? Ruiz Ortiz, yeah, he's a Cuban fighter, but he's real long in the tooth. Nobody knows how old Luis Ortiz is. You know what I'm saying? It's like them guys when they born with no birth certificate. You know what I'm saying? It's like they fucking Highlanders. You know what I'm saying? They just immortal and shit. They just stay around and take on different identities every goddamn generation. That's what it seemed like for Cuban boxers because nobody knows how old Udanis Ugas really is. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you just get an approximate age for a Cuban fighter when they're born. And then they come to America and just start, beating ass late in their career. But they're always disciplined and they're always good. And if you're not fundamentally sound, one thing about a Cuban boxer is they will expose your ass. You know what I'm saying? They will expose you and they'll make you look bad out there in them streets. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got your shit together. And because they do have that fundamental Cuban style of boxing, man, that just keeps them together. Look at Lara fighting this late in his career, still laying folks out. And that's that Cuban style discipline, that they got, saying from the beginning. It's a good foundation. You see, Roy Jones could, he was athletic, and what he had to resort to once he got older, he didn't have those fundamentals like them boys have. You know what I'm saying? It says, Floyd and Ryan. It says Floyd and Ryan to sabotage the Devin fight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Floyd be doing all kind of weird shit in the background, bro. You know what I'm saying? Floyd is, what I'm saying, he's a little devil, man. You know what I'm saying? You never know what he be on when it comes, because he always want the limelight. That's why you can never trust him. But they're trying to get they're trying to hike up those ticket prices, and it's just kind of interesting, what I'm saying, to see what they're trying to resort to. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to like really amp up the drama over there, and nobody's like really buying it. But people, I think, are genuinely interested in to see who's gonna like come out on top. So I think everybody, even though they keep trying to downplay Devin's power, because I guess he keeps saying that he's gonna knock out Ryan Garcia. It's just like, really? It's like, bro, just fight your fight. Stop trying to, what I'm saying, sell people on something that they know, that's not in your repertoire. You know what I'm saying? But if he did, that would be exciting. But to go out there and promise it that you're gonna go out there and knock out somebody, I don't think so. I don't think people really buy into that from coming from Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? So he says so they can say Devin doesn't sell, so the tank won't. So Tank won't the fight the Devin excuse. Well, I mean, I understand what you're saying. You know, they always downplaying him. They said that I was reading an article today, and it was calling him a manufactured career. Everything you would say about Canelo career, they was calling it out, saying that that's Devin, that he had choice selected opponents. And I was like, damn, man, it's like, why are they going in? These articles are going in so hard on this reputation that say he had he fought an old Lomachenko, and so was talking about how big he was. They always talk about how big he was when he fought Lomachenko, and they always make it seem like Lomachenko fought against 165-pound Devin Haney. That's what they try to make it seem like. And I was like, they go way out their way to be this nuanced when it comes to trying to destroy his reputation. But when it comes to Canelo, they don't mention none of this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm like, wow. And I'm talking about each and every article. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of pissing me off to the lengths that they would go putting all this nuanced stuff when they never do that with other fighters. You know what I'm saying? And I said, this is an effort to like really shit on his name. He says, yeah. He said, I don't like how everyone hates on Dev. He says, why can't we push for our own people? I don't understand it either. Retro. It's like people just it's just human nature. What I'm saying? People just pick their sides, and it's like once they focus on certain fighters, they just what's going on, Johnny? What's happening, bro? What I'm saying? Finally, people starting to come in. Where my 300 at, man? So it is kind of crazy, man. It's like they doing everything they can to get those tickets sold. I think the closer they get to fight day, they're gonna probably start selling more. But if you really think about it, people don't really think of Ryan Garcia as, what I'm saying, a top boxer. Already, he's calling out or trying to attach his name to like Errol Spence Jr., calling him and Terrence Crawford. And he's talking shit about these guys, trying to attach his name to all the great ones, right? And so he's just talking shit about everybody's trying to get this promotion off. And I don't know why the promotional companies just don't, put somebody on that's charismatic and just talk up the fight. Like PBC used to do with what's that black guy that used to host, and just to get more interviews in, and just do it the right way. Because this is kind of weird the way Ryan is just going off, and it's just kind Devin don't have the personality to like really sell it. But I like the interviews, when they're asking him about Ryan, and but they so disrespectful when it comes to Devin Haney, and say he's just such a good dude, man. He's just a good dude, and people just shit on him, and they calling him everybody saying how backhanded they are. And I'm just like, I'm trying to look for the interviews. I'm looking through interviews and I'm doing research. I'm just like, what is the backhanded? What is so bad about how they moving? Everybody else is moving selectively. um why is it difficult, saying when Devin wants to move selectively, right? I mean, because they were saying, somebody was saying, like, because he did offer Shakur Stevenson 25%, right? And I mean, people say that just they just don't believe that was a real proposition. And I'm just like, I don't understand. It's like, since so Steve I think Stevenson wanted 50%, right? And they wasn't feeling it. So they moved up to fight Regis Prograde. So I mean, it just seemed like it's people accept the business going one way for one fighter, but they don't accept the business. What I'm saying, when they don't agree, and they're just so itching to call people a duck, and I just don't understand that. It's like the shit just not working out. And I'm pretty sure they'll fight later on somewhere, what I'm saying, because they both super young. He says, I was timed out on Just Do today because I said DHP is the best out there right now. He says the only guy I have possibly beating him is Bud. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't know if he's that damn good, but what I'm saying, if he come up to right now 147, it's a great division for him because there's nobody there except for Boots, and Boots is being forced basically to move up because even though they're trying to force, that Boots Terrence Crawford fight, or what's his name, Cody Crawley fight. They're trying to force a lot of things. Terrence Crawford, lawyer behind the scene, is like really trying to force Fundora, who has two of the belts, and he's trying to force him into a fight, but without getting the PBC involved. Now we know this about Terrence Crawford, and we talked about this on my channel many, many times about how Terrence Crawford hates the PBC. He just it's something about Al Heyman. I guess the way Al Heyman, the way he was represented when he came to the company, and how he was treated, and I think he just didn't understand the protocol of being a promoter. When you're a self promoter, so you got to do your research. You got to know what you're doing in there, or you're gonna get treated kind of fucked up. And I think he just went in there thinking he could just make a deal when he realized you got to have some professionals and who knows the language. And it's a professional thing. It's not just a common sense type of business. So, and I think he kind of got a bad taste when he dealt with PBC. I think he was kind of like he was kind of separating himself from Bomac being his manager and all that stuff and handling his money. So he was kind of like really getting away from them guys because they was like really simpletons, you know what I'm saying? So he needed more professional because as you can see, Terrence Crawford is like really trying to force going to the president of Masulio Mario Suleiman and trying to get him to put Fundora as champion in recess because of his injury. Um, so, and then he's on the WBO side too, trying to get that, you know, say him because you know he got a WBO belt and you know, moving up, you know, what I'm saying he could be the next super WBO. He could be elevated. So, you know, he can force a Tim Tszyu fight on the WBO side if he could suppress Fundora and put him in recess. So, you know, they're doing a lot of shady shit. But you know what I'm saying? If I'm old and I've already had a bunch of achievements, it's really kind of cunning for Crawford. But the problem is those are PBC fighters, right? We all know that. And this has always been the problem with Crawford. He's always been the dude that was on the outside, always trying to do what he want to do instead of just signing with the damn PBC. And we've been saying this shit for years. This is something this ain't, you know, people acting like this shit is new, but this is something, you know, before even Earl Spence Jr., you know, got in negotiations, we was like, why Crawford don't just come over since 2018? Y'all know we've been arguing this shit. Like, why don't he just come over and settle down and sign with the PBC? But he said a long time ago that the PBC was Errol Spence Jr. company. And I think that's what it is. I think he sees. I think he looks at Al Heyman as looking out, got Errol Spence Jr. best interests at heart, and he don't. That's why he don't like really rock with them because he think that you know that's more of an Errol Spence Jr. company, which is true to a certain extent. It's just because he's done more business, and Errol Spence Jr. has a better business relationship with Al Heyman. you know if you was selling dope and say you've been selling dope with somebody for years and then all of a sudden you got a new guy come in, you're not going to be as comfortable, or you're going to be on your p's and q's, when you selling it with this new guy coming in. He don't seem to understand that. See, he just want to take over the whole damn cartel. He want to do things his way, even though it's a cartel. It's a process, bro. You know what I'm saying? When PBC got to 147 and 154 on lock, man, you got to, what I'm saying? I don't understand it. I mean, you can make your money right through them, but why try to make it so hard? But see, I know what it is. It's that Saudi money. Everybody's seeing Saudi. Saudi is changing the game. Um, Saudi Arabia is changing the game for a lot of. They want to get to that because it's almost like the last of the places where you can, kind of make your own deal. You can ask for astronomical sums of money to make a fight, and they got it. And just like they were saying, Bud came to EJ, and he was saying, I got these, this deal for you." And I think it was those Saudis people, and Bud went over there too, to Saudi Arabia. So try to familiarize himself and introduce himself so they can make some kind of relationship with those guys. And yeah, what's going on? 2 cents in the building. What's happening? He says DHP2 is too weak to be the best at 140. Well, we're gonna find out, Omega Red. We're gonna see if the boy got it like that. So either he's gonna be embarrassed or he's gonna rise to the occasion. You know what I'm saying? So what he says, Crawley don't want that fight. Of course he don't. I mean, he's already skipped out on the shit one time. It's like these guys are not fighting. So what is the point? Even if you go out there and you lose, right? I mean, you still being active, what I'm saying? So you can always come back and, try again. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about losing. You know what I'm saying? It's like the inactivity is the problem. So I don't know why Crawley, I don't know what he think he's going to accomplish, what I'm saying, by, doing what he's doing, evading Boots, because obviously 154 is calling him. Saying there's a lot of greatness, there's a lot of great legends to pass the torch up there. Saying with Crawford, you got a lot of good fights up there, a lot of good, like really top fights. You got Keith Thurman up there, Danny Garcia. So you got everybody who Bud never fought at 147. He can fight and say, look, And if he beat those, they said, look, I had nothing to worry about. He could make those fights up there. I don't know why he is so dead set on fighting Tim Tszyu. And maybe I mean I don't know. I don't know why he want to fight Tim Tszyu so bad. Why he's not trying to make that rematch up there with Errol Spence Jr. It's just this guy is really an emotional dude. I mean, it's like when he carries something, he's carried something from the heart, where he don't like you, or he don't like the PBC. It just is what it is. He says, "Oh, I know." He said, "Your stance on DBP." He said, "I know it's cool, and it's cool." Yeah, no doubt. He says, "On what's going on, Charles Young?" He says, "On the business side, he says the light was too bright for Crawford. It's something, man. It's like." He just want to be in control. Either he's a serious control freak, or he's just like really bad at business, and he just lead with his heart when it comes to business. But this move that he's putting on Fundora is pretty brilliant. What I'm saying? I don't know who is instructing him, but that is pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it's going to work, because Al Heyman is in control of Fundora. He's over Tim Tszyu, right? So these guys, whatever. I mean, they don't have to. You've seen so many fights where they've been injured in the lawsuits that can be applied to Crawford coming in with his team and trying to do what they're doing, but they still going to have to make contracts with the PBC. So I don't get it. I don't know why they think that Tim Tszyu can just make his own deal. I mean, do they think that Fundora could just make their own? And Samson, what's his name, Leovich, Likowich, what I'm saying? He already said that he didn't even listen to the Saudi Arabians. What I'm saying? What's his name, Takalali or whatever his name is. He said he didn't even listen to it. He said they wanted to offer him a deal to fight Crawford. They was interested in that, and they interested in all the fights, man. But he said he didn't want to listen to it. So that's kind of cool, because we want Errol Spence Jr. to get that Fundora fight. That's gonna be awesome if he can get that Fundora fight. You know what I'm saying? I think Errol Spence Jr. will break Fundora ass down and get back in contention. So it's a battle to who's going to grab the belts. You know what I'm saying? From the big stars from 147, who's going to grab that? Who's going to grab a belt first? A couple of belts, and then what I'm saying, they had the advantage in negotiations and shit at 154. So it's kind of interesting to see them all rush towards what I'm saying, the belts to get in position. You know. So he says, what's going on, Omega Red? He says, 2 cents says Crawford want to go to Saudi, and that's why he don't want the PBC involved. Yeah, but I mean, how he's gonna cut the PBC out when it's a PBC fighter? Now, how is that gonna work? That's the question. You know what I'm saying? He's just kind of stubborn like that. He still think he's operating a lemonade stand back in Omaha, Nebraska. You know what I'm saying? This is big business. These guys are under huge contracts. You know what I'm saying? So everybody except for maybe Boots. You know what I'm saying? Boots was signed with Showtime, not with the PBC. You know what I'm saying? So he had a lot of latitude to do different things. You know what I'm saying? That's why he signed with Matchroom. You know what I'm saying? Right now. And because he was free to do his own thing like that. Plus, he got out of that. From up on the Cameron and Duncan, and they wasn't able to keep him busy. So right now, Eddie Hearn is feeling pretty good, pretty damn good about himself. He's really cocky right now, because he got one of the best. He got one of the best motherfucking 147 pounders and one. I would say, I would dare to say 154 pounders of Jaron Ennis. So he's feeling a lot of swag right now, because now he got the man he feel like could beat anybody. You know what I'm saying, in that division. So that's kind of cool. You know what I'm saying, when you got that kind of that kind of fighter in your stable. He says y'all playing $80 to see jab and hold. I mean, I'm excited for the fight, man. You know what I'm saying? People, even though they amping up the language, and what I'm saying, I don't remember Ryan Garcia saying anything about his religion. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't put it past Ryan Garcia to say something, but I'm pretty sure he didn't say nothing too crazy. about that. You know what I'm saying? But I think he's just trying to use that to sell the fight. But people are not buying it no matter what they say, but just because they just don't have it like that. They just not those kind of dudes, you know. People just get in there and do what you do. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like Arthur Beterbiev, and it's kind of like Beterbiev. They're not talking shit like that because nobody would buy it. Nobody would believe that's not their personality. You know what I'm saying? He said the pro grade scrap was awesome. I thought so too. I mean, I thought pro grade would do more. He says Tim needs his rematch. Yeah, I think they're gonna go that route. I think that's probably end up the route that they end up going. And that way they'll probably cut Crawford ass up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying, they may be like screw it and just go with Errol Spence Jr. So they're trying to get Errol Spence Jr. up in there some kind of way, some kind of where. He says, and DHP says never did shit without another promotional company. Yeah, that's why they stick with the zone. That's why Devin never goes to the PBC because he has all the he's familiar with the zone, and he has a deal with the zone and never what I'm saying to probably never go over to the PBC. So that's probably why you'll never see him over there. And that's what they give Bill a lot of latitude. They give him a lot of hats to put on. Saying to mess with the promotions, to lead out front and stuff like that. So I don't think he has a relationship with the PBC, to be able to do all that. He says, what do you mean you? He says, I pointed out a fact. He says, Omega Red says, why did you me with your fact? Why did you me? He says, whatever, I'm not going back and forth on this thing with you. He says, I still feel, uh, what? This is, oh, y'all just going back and forth out his biggest payday. He says, cool. He says, but since you know everything, please post the contracts, Johnny Bravo. Man, y'all be tripping about them damn. I mean, I just, I just don't understand because, think about it. Yeah, people always talk about Devin Duck Stevenson, but Stevenson, he was just coming up to 135. I'm talking about just coming up to 135. Devin was pretty much done with 135. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. You know what I'm saying? The man was looking terrible. And I, for one, I'm not fighting no Shakur Stevenson if I'm just struggling to make the weight. Now, the reason he fought, we all know the reason he fought Lomachenko is because Lomachenko, you know what I'm saying, he's been slipping and he's a name down now. See, y'all understand that. You know what I'm saying? That's how fighters be moving nowadays. He's a name. Shakur Stevenson is a phenomenon, right? You know what I'm saying? So you already know Devin wasn't he is struggled to make the weight. So he could beat a Lomachenko struggling to make the weight, even though they try to make that a loss. They try to make that a loss for Devin. Every time they talk about it in the articles, they're always saying like, saying Devin arguably lost the fight. Then they get into more about he looked like he weighed 165, and it's kind of pissed me off how they don't go into when Wilder lose or what I'm saying when they talk about Tyson Fury winning, they never go into the nuances, what I'm saying, of why he won or why Deontay, but they do with Dev. They go into the nuances, talk about his weight. They talk about, what I'm saying, he arguably lost and he never gave him a rematch. And I was like, wow, I was like, this shit is getting terrible. In 2024, the biased media is no longer hiding their bias, what I'm saying, even though they always been. It's just kind of crazy. I was like, bro, y'all talking too goddamn much. It's like, you got to stay neutral. I mean, if you're a journalist, he says people act like they everything full accounting. It's just boxing talk, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Everybody here, what I'm saying, is pretty good at going back and watching these fights. So it's just boxing talk. We just talk shit when we get up in here. Bill, Philly Bull 91 says, if Bud had to go to PBC to make his biggest fight, he said happen. So does DHP. Oh, so does Devin, huh? Well, what I'm saying, for Devin, it's going to be hard for him because he got Eddie Hearn in the background. So how is that going to work? You know what I'm saying? That's probably why some of these fights haven't happened. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to see, you just got to see, man. You know what I mean? I think the fights with I think you can make that Stevenson fight, quicker than you can make that uh Tank Davis fight, right? Because Tank gonna want the majority of the money. Mayweather's kind of funny. You got to mess with whatever he got going on, whatever he want to hook onto the card. Just dealing with the PBC, there's a lot of egos. There's a lot of relationship building need to be done over there, right? Whereas, with Shakur, you know what I'm saying? Shakur just need to come off, just need to accept the shit. To me, that's how I see it. He can't make no demands, you know what I'm saying? He's just coming up to 135. He's just coming up to a glamour division. I'm not down on Shakur, but I don't. I mean, I've kind of like just recently just kind of soured on it the way he fights, that pullback style, and I see it in Hitchin. I just see that pullback style. I don't like it, and especially if he's gonna act like he's a dominant fighter, a fighter that's gonna come up here and just beat people ass and stuff. Don't come up here with that soft ass shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially against a really good opponent. I expect you to put on a show no matter who it is if you're a special fighter. And more, we're starting to see these guys getting exposed. So, I don't think nobody is ducking Stevenson. It's just that, what kind of money is going to be generated between two guys that are not known for generating great pay-per-views. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of crazy. So he says, I don't feel Devin will be able to stay at 140 long. I don't think so either. It's like every time that nigga eat a bowl of rice and shit, he had another weight class. He says, will he try to unify? But I just don't think his frame will hold. Well, we'll see. He strained himself down at 135. He's going to have to hold on to solidify himself at 140 because 147 don't have a lot of good names. He's already trying to downplay Jaron Ennis and stuff, but that's a bad fight for Dev. That's a terrible fight for him. You know what I'm saying? I know Dev is a bad boy, but I mean, go back and watch that Roma Villa fight, right? Go back and watch. Let me see if I can pull that up a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I went back and watched it. I thought it was spectacular, man, for Boots. Um, but people don't understand, man. Boots is that dude, man. I mean, that fight, Roma Villa. Let me see. Hopefully they don't try to. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Let me see. That Roma Villa fight was all that, man. Let me see. Trying to bring it up for y'all. Let me see. So we're going to just do a little bit. Okay, so this fair use. You know what I'm saying? This is for educational purposes. Okay, let's see. Man, I love this fight, man. This fight was all that and then some. Boots. I mean, just look at the rotation. He kind of reminds me of Abdullah Mason a little bit. The way he rotates and stuff. Let me see if I cut that sound down. So I mean, I don't think Devin could withstand this kind of shit right here. Let's see. Here, I gotta pause it. So let's get back on it. Let's see. Watch it. And this boy here, I don't think Devin could withstand that right there. I don't think he want that, bro. Heel to the gnaw. Let me see. I don't think he want that, yo. Y'all must have forgot. Like Roy Jones said, y'all must have forgot. This boy, I mean, this was one hell of a fight. This is for fair use. Let's see. Yeah, I went back and watched this, man. This shit was so good. You know what I'm saying? Boots was just on a whole nother level this night. And that Roma man, he was super tough. Super tough. That jab. I don't know, man. I don't think Devin could fuck with Boots. I just think he's too big for him. I think he's too good. I think he's too strong. I think he's just The motherfucker got all kind of I mean, yeah, look, I mean, here he's too athletic. You know what I'm saying? Too long. Nah, ain't no way. Ain't no way. And this dude here's tough because Devin don't really get hit like that. He get hit by, what I'm saying, a welterweight like Jaron. I mean, a natural welterweight like Jaron Ennis. Then you're gonna see some funny things happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I mean, that boy got he's got a great jab, got a great setup. So let me stop that before they flag my ass. Yeah, I just think Boots is the shit, man. I mean, he need to stay at 140. I think he need to get a couple of fights. I want to see him fight Pitbull Cruz. Um, if they'll fight Pitbull Cruz, that'd be a good one. Cause I think Pitbull's on another level right now. He really believes in himself now, and I think that'd be a good fight for Dale because Pitbull gonna come straight forward. He's fast. I just think he's on another level. I think Dale will outbox him, but not without taking some shots. Even though he's short, super short, and Dev should be able to step around him. But that man's on a mission. He's hungry, and I just think Pitbull Cruz gonna be a problem. I think he's gonna be a problem. I think y'all done woke up a little Smurf king. You know what I'm saying? And he just don't want to let it go because he's super hungry. So Dev, I think he'll beat. First he got to get by Ryan, and I don't know where Ryan head at. So it's just gonna be interesting because I think he's just super relaxed. Is he really smoking weed and doing all these things? I know he said something about Errol Spence Jr. being high as fuck. Um, I mean, that was kind of interesting. Like, why would you out your stablemate? And I mean, I don't know if he's still with Derek or not. That's another thing. So it's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes in boxing, so that we need to answer. I mean, is he really is Errol still with the James? Because I know the last time Ryan said that he wasn't, and it's all about paying, and then they're saying like they got it squashed. So what's really going on? Is he going to be trained by Derek James in his next fight? It's like I just don't understand. I'm here in Dallas and nobody's talking. Says Tank has a real wall in front of him with Frank Martin. He says he better not gas out with that guy. I don't think he will. You see, he's already on point with his weight, right? Tank is already on point. That he's never like that. You know what I'm saying? So he's taking his fight super seriously, and I think he want to make a statement. I think Tank wants to make a statement. I think he don't want to lose to Frank Martin, and I think he's taking all the steps so he can be on that next level, so he can be untouchable in the ring. So that means the power is going to be on point. You know what I'm saying with Tank, and the not only the power but the explosiveness going to be on point. Calvin Ford said it's a lot of stuff that they don't use. So I'm just interested to see if him being in better conditioning will that bring out some of that. Will he attack more? Will he not be going backwards and setting traps? Will he be more proactive going forward and attacking and see more of that? Because Tank can attack. He just kind of size up the data and see what he got to do. But he really likes to go in and try to attack when he was first coming in, being aggressive and stuff. But it's going to be interesting to see what kind of tactic he used to fight Frank Martin. It's not hard to get Frank Martin, to go backwards and fall off his square, especially if Tank start landing some of that power. That's gonna be hard for him to handle. Because he don't have no body fat, man. He just all muscle, and that shit gonna go straight to his straight to his body, his organs, and all that. He says if Wilder happens to KO Zhang, does he get? Hell no. You already know. Doc Kent, come on now. They're going to protect AJ at all costs. They act like he's a national treasure or something. Just because he talk pretty. He says, people act like, let me see. He says, true. He says, Philly Bull 91 says true. They'll be talking too much. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like he says, yeah, Zane is a pretty interesting, smart fighter. You know what I'm saying? He knows his boxing. Zane knows how, he's slow, but his IQ, his ring IQ is pretty good. So, I think though Wilder he has talent and he has boxing ability. But he's gonna have to be careful with that Zane dude because he's real big and durable. He's real big and durable. You know what I'm saying? He says, Philly Bull says, what happened? He says, Philly Bull 91 says, well, he says, if you can't stay at 140, Boots at 147, and they on the same side, easy fight to make, shit. You know what I'm saying? He move up there if he want to. So McGrath says, Devin ran out the ring and left the weight division. When it came to Shakur, he says anybody else did that, it would be a duck. I don't think so. I don't agree. I don't agree. I don't think he ran up to 140. I think he had no choice. Omega Red. Y'all forget that boy was about to die trying to make 135. It's like when Shakur was trying to make 130. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't make 130. You understand what I'm saying? He couldn't make it. He could have been undisputed at 130. Are y'all gonna say that Shakur ducked all those guys at I mean, he ducked all them guys at 130? You understand what I'm saying? So I mean, if you can't make the weight and you can't beat nobody at that weight because you're too drained, you know what I'm saying? It's like why would you go back there and try to fight the best dude that's just stepping up into that weight class? He had for one Shakur Stevenson really haven't fought nobody to acclimate himself at 135. So even though I want to see that fight regardless of that, but I do want to make sure that both fighters are at their best. See what I'm saying? If that makes sense. He says, if that makes sense. Um, he says he made the man his biggest purse. Times two, he never ran. And that's what I say. I don't think he ran. I think he had no choice. He would have lost to Tank and he would have lost to Shakur Stevenson if he would have stayed at 135. What y'all don't understand about that? That them was two losses on his record right there because he can't fight at that. Could Shakur fight at 130? You know what I'm saying? He couldn't even make 130. It's the same with Dev. I'm not I'm not gonna fight my biggest fight, at a disadvantage. You understand? I'm just not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So why can't Shakur and Tank come up to 140? That's where this man can, he can move. You know what I'm saying? We see what happens when say you weight drain, you know what I'm saying? You see Errol Spence Jr. at 147. Say you stay at a weight too long, and that's what happens to you. You get lumbalum. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to understand that. You get lumbalum. He says, they'll get special treatment. Laugh out loud. I mean, well, you're entitled to believe that. He says, Johnny Evans says, but yes, he did move up and on once that deal fell apart. Yeah, even Shakur said that the 25% deal was real. So I mean, he didn't accept it. When do Shakur going to be able to take some responsibility here for what's going on? He wanted 50%. So I mean, if he would have won the fight, it wouldn't have mattered. You know what I'm saying? If he would have won at 25% or not, so Devin would have just got some more money and Shakur would have got the win over Devin Haney. And Devin Haney did this when he signed with a Matchroom. I mean, not Matchroom, when he signed with Top Rank, he took less money, to go in there to try to get them belts, out of Top Rank. So, you got to be able to know how to move like that, So you can't always get your way, especially when you're not the A side. You see what I'm saying? So if I offer you 25% or we ain't gonna fight, kind of like Crawford did, Errol Spence Jr. I want this or we're not gonna fight type situation. Take the motherfucking fight. Go in there and beat the man and become the man. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why that's so hard. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why this was hard. He said, don't call Canelo a duck. He said, if you think Devin didn't duck. No, you can't bring Canelo in this. Canelo got all kind of shit going on, and you know that. So, this ain't got shit to do with Canelo or how Canelo moving. Because, this ain't got shit to do with that. That man is undisputed. That man has been undisputed for how long? That man, what David has been the WBC interim champion for fucking 3 years. For three, done fought 3 times. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to put all that stuff together, Omega Red. You know that shit ain't real. He says, he said, I know one thing, Pool. He said, when it comes to Boots, if he does beat Dale, he will beat shit out of Dale, bro. He said his body is going to take a beating. Oh hell no, 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 no. He needs to acclimate himself. For one, he needs to acclimate himself to 140. He needs to get used to, he needs to fight somebody. If he's gonna fight Boots, Johnny, I think he would have to fight a Matisse to get ready for Boots. I think he would have to fight all those guys to get ready for Boots, to get ready for a stronger. See how he reacts to getting punched by a pressure fighter like Sabri Matisse, because you can see Boots can box and he can press the action. So you know what I'm saying? It's like he's gonna have to take some punches. They're gonna have to take some punishment because once Boots get in there, he get in there with Boots, somebody like that. Boots gonna tear you apart, bro. And, Dev gonna have to, and he could track you down too. So they're both young. Boots is only 26 years old, so he's not just gonna be able to do what he did to reach pro grade to what he did to Boots. You know what I'm saying? And just Boots just stronger. He's a natural welterweight, so that means he's on the 154 side. So kind of like his body, he's what a natural welterweight is, right? So I mean, I wouldn't really recommend him fucking with Boots. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think he would entertain it either. Anyway, he said I was talking to everyone. Oh, okay. He says, okay, I see. Yeah, man. I don't think he, and why is he moving up again? Thinking about it, people just putting that on there. He need to stay his ass right where he at, and he need to fight Matisse or your boy Pitbull Cruz. He need to get that done. I think that'll help him out right there. You know what I'm saying? That'll help him out. And that'll keep, maybe Jaron Ennis will go up to 154 because really there's no money. Really, there's no money at 147. There's only, a fight that Dev could probably make just to, stay out the fire. So I can't see Dev hurting nobody at 154. I can't see him, beat maybe. Nah, I just don't see him moving up to 154 and fucking with nobody up there. He might be able to beat a couple of guys, but I would have to look at it. I would have to like really, really look at it and see. You know what I'm saying? If he could mess with anybody at 154, he would have to be selective. I don't even think he could fuck with Danny Garcia, tell you the truth. Because he's moving up fast. I mean, is he really weighing 165? I mean, it's like that's just kind of hard to believe. But if he is, he's not going to stay at 140 long, right? He says, I'm going off their words and stuff. So you go off their words all you want to, but there are deals that happen. And so we got to go by what it really is. Devin can't fight at 135. I mean, so you can call him a duck all you want to, but he's still at 140. You know what I'm saying? So, what's the whole point of calling him a duck if the man can't function at that weight? What's the point of trying to get Errol Spence Jr. to fight back at 147 when he don't, he can't function at that weight? You got to move on to 154. So the guy could be healthy and have a chance to win fights. It's the same for Dev. He's got to have, he got to have his feet up under him, man. Y'all want the guy to be all weak and shit. Nobody don't wish bad on none of these fighters, but I do want them all to be at their best when they face each other. And Dev, he already don't have power, so you really want him to be weak and get knocked out. He says, John Ellison says, how far up the scale can Shakur go with that small frame? Anyway, I think he got a big frame, tell you the truth. He says 140. He said, I don't see higher. I mean, it's just his style. It's his he's gonna have to put some offense on that shit. If he puts some offense, he'll be deadly. You know what I'm saying? If he puts some, and I think he's gonna have to put some multiple combinations. You're gonna have to punch him combinations instead of those single shots and just 1-2s. If he had like Crawford style, I think he would go a lot further. I think he'd go up to 154, and he could put some damage on some folks. You know what I'm saying? But he's gonna have to be more offensive minded to be dangerous. instead of just defensively frustrating. 'Cause I think it's good that, and I think that's another thing why he can go up too, because his defense. So he don't get hit a lot, so he won't take a lot of damage. But he's gonna have to add that offense in there, especially when he hit 147. He's gonna destroy a lot of people. I'm talking about Shakur Stevenson. I mean, he's gonna. It's not a lot of guys that can touch him at 147. Now 140. Um, what I'm saying? He could beat maybe a Pitbull Cruz. He could probably beat, yeah, he could beat most of them because he's not going to get hit. But it's going to be a hard fight because he's going to have to put some offense in there. And it's just hard to see Shakur Stevenson putting his offense together against guys who are not afraid to get hit, like Sabri Matias. He'll be having to concentrate on that offense. I mean, that defense, and it's going to be a boring fight. And I think he only got about two more fights to fight like that, man. And people are gonna just write him off. People gonna write Shakur ass off if you keep fighting that pullback shit. People don't want to see it. He said, "Come on, pull." You read their request. He says they want the sanctioning bodies to go to purse bid, and you already know, man. You go to purse bid, bro. Come on, man. That's a money killer for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Somebody just picked up. Somebody tried to pick up that Crawley fight, the Crawley Cisco fight for $63,000, Queensberry fight. And it's like if we go to first bid, you know what I'm saying, people can offer like 63,000 for a damn fight. You know what I'm saying? I think the next offer for that Crawley fight was like I think it was like 400. Let me see, can't quite remember. I think it was like 400, maybe 200. No, it was 400,000 something. So those purse bids be cheap. You know what I'm saying? And the fight is going to come out, with not major money, but you know what I'm saying, just high money, but split. And the split isn't going to be, that great. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just I wouldn't not these kind of fights going to purse bids. You know what I'm saying? It'll have to be like a major fight, kind of like Porter when Porter did his purse bid with Crawford. They kind of care. I think he got like 5 million or something like that. See, if you're a superstar like Porter, it'd probably be worth it. You know what I'm saying? But these guys here, shit, they ain't gonna get nothing but 200,000 a piece or some shit like that. It's not gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? You don't want these shits to go to purse bid. He says, like I said, Devin gets special treatment. God damn. He said he's moving up to avoid top competition. You know what I'm saying? So you don't think he's moving up because he can't make the weight? He says, we can stop the Boots and Dev talk right now. He said it's not happening. Yeah, I don't think that shit is happening either. I think that's just crazy. That's like science fiction talk and shit, talking about aliens and mummies and all kind of shit. He said snack. Okay, I mean now you already know Philly Bull 91. If Dev go out here and just knock Ryan ass out, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a motherfucking problem. You know what I'm saying? If he just go out here, and just deck his ass, you know what I'm saying? People gonna be like, no, 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 no. He said, you ain't talking about this. He said, exactly. He said, exactly 2 cents. Everybody on Devin ass. I mean, you guys are not gonna be able to make Devin go back to 135, y'all. So y'all might as well come up off it. I mean, I understand your feelings. I understand what you're saying, but I mean, it's right now. It's just a stigma that you're holding on to. The man is up at 140 now. Now I would like to see Tank or Stevenson come up to 140. You know what I'm saying? They might be stronger up there. You know what I'm saying? What you said, 2 cents say. He says Dev don't really want big money fights. Him and Bill want these finesse and promote their way to the top. He said this Ryan promotion and fight card has confirmed that for me. Well, I just think they're trying to put asses in seats because they don't want to get embarrassed on the pay-per-view sale side. Because Devin is already becoming known as somebody who can't sell. So, um, I mean, they need to really sell this fight. It says Ryan Garcia sabotaged this fight right right here. So he was supposed to be a super fight, but mental health, Ryan screwed it up. He says talking about what is it, Bohemian groove crap. Everybody, I know like I was saying, man. He's been talking a lot of weird shit. So it's almost like he's schizophrenic. Phrenic. Says Shakur don't need to leave 135. Said they hit harder at 140. Says don't need to leave. He said hit harder at 140. So I don't see him getting good fights if people feel like he's going to run. Yeah, I mean, you already seen Pitbull Cruz. You already seen Pitbull Cruz tap out. You know what I'm saying? He don't want he didn't want to fight that fight. And look what happened. He became a champion. He got the Rolly Ramiro fight, and he became champion. So really, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? How good you are. You still got to position yourself to get in line to become a champion, to get a good fight, a big fight. So I think if Shakur don't do something soon, he's going to get blackballed. You know what I'm saying? If you don't fight somebody good here soon. I forgot who they said he was talking about fighting. He was talking about fighting down at 135. Either way, you got the Abdullah Masons coming up. You got your boy Keyshawn Davis coming up. So why are they fucking around? Saying the next generation is coming right up the pipe from Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? So you got Shoe coming up. So you got fighters are coming up. You got Tiger Johnson. I remember I mentioned Tiger Johnson and somebody. People's like, who? And I was like, people don't know who Tiger Johnson is. I was like, oh my god, bro, that dude is the truth. He says now guys can't see selling out the Barclays. He says, don't get me started on Mr. Garcia tactics on this one. He says, 2 cents. John says, Ryan a scapegoat. He says Oscar did a horrible job with his promotion. Ryan been the only person selling the fight. So it's everyone to blame. Then it comes down to Dev. Y'all don't like Dev, man. What has Dev done, man? What has Dev done? Y'all act like Dev and his dad is part of the mafia. He says in between, he said getting drunk on the Breakfast Club interviews, is in his private plane playing dominoes, his social media bohemian groove posts, and practicing MMA. He said this guy's a joke, but he always been a joke. I just thought he was getting back into his groove. I thought he was taking the sports more seriously than, he must be seriously got some mental issues, though, tell you the truth, because, he always like falling on his own sword. He's his own worst enemy. If you really think about it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, because Ryan, he could be that dude if he wanted to, but it's just he can't hold frame long enough. He just can't. He says, then Dev should stop saying he want to fight Tank. It's some of it's probably part of promotion. Even today, he said, he think that fight can happen, and it could if Tank wanted to fight Dev. You don't think Tank can make that happen? I mean, just shutting all the side down on Devin. If Tank wanted that fight, because, and this is why I say this. This is why I say this, because Tank already fought at 140 before. Okay, so he already fought Morris Borges. We've seen what his power looked like at 140 when he knocked out Morris Borges in the 11th round, right? So it could happen, man. He can move up and fight Dev if you want to, and he can move right back down to 135. So he's not at a disadvantage at 135 if you think about it. His power still carries over. You know what I'm saying? So if he wants to fight Devin, he can make that happen. He says, "No, Pool." He said they tried to hustle the fans with this fight. He says, high ass ticket prices. He says, no, sorry, undercard. He says, 100 pay-per-views. Yeah, they trying to definitely hustle this fight, but I mean, who don't want to see Ryan and Devin fight though? You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Who don't want to see those guys fight? Tell you the truth, just to see when Tank fought. I didn't really care about the undercard. I want to see Tank and Rolly fight. You know what I'm saying? So, I really don't care about the undercard, but the prices, you do got to kind of watch the prices on this fight. But I just want to see Dev and what their styles look like against each other. Philly Bull 91 says, well, we can't fight. So we can't. Well, he can't fight Pitbull Cruz because he's at the PBC. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. I don't know what it is about the PBC and the zone, but Eddie's been talking about how Al Heyman don't work with I guess Matchroom and the other promoters. But every promotional company first job is to make fights inside, you know what I'm saying, to make in-house fights. That's the first rule of thumb, right? You don't want to do promotions, from the rip. You want to see if you can get these fights on the inside first. If there's any way of doing that, they're going to try to do that first. Mega Red says Shakur did position himself, and Dev dropped the belts and ran. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we done already talked about that, man. I mean, he did send a deal to Shakur Stevenson. Why are you skipping over that? He sent them a 25% deal. Well, I mean, what we just not. I mean, it's kind of like when Errol Spence Jr. offered Bud Crawford, you know what I'm saying, a deal, and if they just wouldn't acknowledge that. They just go straight to the talking point that Errol Spence Jr. is running. And so I'm just like, you can't really argue with that. You can't really make an argument on that because, I mean, even Shakur said that the deal was real. So, I mean, it's not like it's a made up thing. He said Shakur stinks up the house when he fights. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, bro. What we gonna do? We arguing for a fight that's gonna be boring as hell. Even though I still want to see it, but we're arguing for a fight where this guy is gonna just be, pulling back and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to see a fight. You know what I'm saying? I want to see a fight. Say when it comes, I want to see Shakur add some more offense to his shit. You know what I'm saying? He said Shakur sting up faces and nobody interested in a track style. Just ask Edwin, say if he does that again, he's out of here. Yeah, man. It's like, come on, man. Shakur, you raising you getting up to that level where people want to see you perform. Retro Game says Oscar was coked out in the Devin Haney gym, all happy and stuff. Yeah, you saw him laughing and stuff in the background. Two Cents says I'm done with Ryan. He said I heard him on X Spaces last night, drunk arguing with OF Omar. I think Ryan is just making money. I think he's not really sweating it. You know what I'm saying? I think the worst thing if Errol Smith Jr. was high, and see that's why that's a bad influence because look, if he saw Errol Spence Jr. going to the Crawford fight high, now it gave him the idea that he could do the same thing, right? That's why you got to watch what stable your fighter, who influences your fighter. The motivation. I guess if he saw Errol Spence Jr. high, I guess he said, "Fuck it, man." You know what I'm saying? I could go into my fight high. You saw Wilder. He looked like he just, he wasn't all the way there against Joseph Parker. He just went in there relaxed, just not focused. So it's a lot going on here, man. These guys are just hustling right now, just hustling the game. He says Oscar was trying to peep Devin Haney game plan and his conditioned old school boxing tactics. Yeah, what I'm saying. I don't think he really wants Ryan to win. I don't think Oscar De La Hoya likes Ryan Garcia because he's a loose cannon. You know what I'm saying? He's a loose cannon, and what I'm saying, he will say anything, what I'm saying, to get attention. He's an attention whore. You know what I'm saying? And I know Ryan, I mean not Ryan, but Oscar, he's old school like myself. You know what I'm saying? People be saying some of the craziest things, and what I'm saying, you just want to choke the shit out of them. It says Omega Red says I remember y'all love Shakur at 130. He said then he moved up to become public enemy number one. No, I just think that you love Shakur Stevenson, which is not a problem. But you got to understand, Shakur Stevenson haven't done shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't done shit. He got to do what he got to do. He still got to build his legacy. And if my man done with 135, or if Boots done with 147, or if Earl's done with when a fighter is done with a weight class, you got to accept that. Shakur can catch up with Dev up to 140. It's easier to move up than to cut weight. Do you understand that? It's easier to gain weight and fight than cut weight. Understand? You know what I'm saying? So they could do that fight without fighting for a belt. You know what I'm saying? They don't need a belt. That's just a good marketing, a good marketing matchup. Say if you want to move up to 140, Stevens could definitely beat somebody and grab a belt and fight Dev. So I don't know why y'all still trying to keep him down at 135 when that man can't function at that weight class. Just don't make no damn sense. Just don't make no damn sense. He says Tank could make the fight happen, but they're gonna try to finesse Tank like Crawford did there. But think about it. You talking about Mayweather here. You know what I'm saying? You got Mayweather over there in his corner. Mayweather's a fucking master at this shit by now. I mean, anytime you come at Tank, he's not gonna win on the business side. You got Ellaby sitting right there, so it's no way they're gonna get folded up. You know what I'm saying? Over there messing with those juggernauts at the PBC. They're just too slick. And but I think Tank could force the fight to happen. I don't think Dev have that kind of power because, that's a huge mega fight. And those big, just like the Manny Pacquiao, um, Mayweather fight, those guys, when you talk about that kind of business, you know what I'm saying? It's out of Dev's hand. It's going to be Eddie. It's going to be Tank and Mayweather and Ellaby. Those guys going to have to come to the table and put egos aside and see who get what. Um, you know what I'm saying? If they're going to be involved, if the zone going to be involved, you know what I'm saying? So because Tank like to take over shit. He's the cash cow. That the pay-per-views are going to be driven by him, so they're going to have a lot to say in what they want. Again, everyone playing comes to Dev. I don't know what everyone. I mean, I just don't think Dev can make the weight, man. It's like, who wants to see a weak ass Dev, and he already can't punch? Why the hell would you want to see him weaken at that weight? You know what I'm saying? Weaken even more. I just don't understand the logic. He says Shakur needs to start running and get more power, bro. He says making New Jersey look bad. My city, fam. You know what I'm saying? I bet he could steal a car though. I bet he could steal a car. You know what I'm saying? Them New Jersey boys could steal a goddamn car. So they'll take your shit. He says now he says you're cooking with grease, retro. And he says Omega Red says Shakur got more stoppages lately than Dev. I mean, shit. Did you see that last fight, bro? Come on now. I mean, do you really like Shakur like that? He says they trying to make it seem like Al doing something wrong. I don't know, man. It's like I don't know what's going on. It's like people done lost a lot of respect for the PBC all of a sudden. I guess because the other whoever gives you the fights, boxing fans tend to forget, what I'm saying, what the other production companies have done. So I'm going to say he never sent a real deal pool. Y'all don't believe that? Y'all don't believe that? I mean, he said it was a real deal. Your boy, go look up the interview with what's them the zone boys and stuff. He said the deal was real. He said Bob said that. He says 25% is less than 30. Do the math matter. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going by, like you said, they words. You know what I'm saying? They words, because I think Shakur wanted 50% instead of 25%, and they didn't want to do that. So he said, hell no, fool, you don't put that on air. Oh my God. He says Oscar is a oddball also. Aren't they all kind of like just kind of weird, you know what I'm saying? This is oh man, come on, man, what this dude? This dude out here should stop what do you say? Let me see. The 2 cents is Dev is absolutely done with. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said all these arguments is pointless, because the man, he'll never go back to 35. Now, if he could make the weight, I would say hell, if he could make the weight, I would say yeah, he ducking. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he can make the weight, to tell you the truth. He said they said they would fight at 135 and not, and of course, a lot of that is promotion so you can get a belt at the next weight. They had to use the name of Tank Davis, you know what I'm saying, the whole, just like Crawford, you know what I'm saying, he's got to transition from 147 to 154. So you're going to keep, the big names in your mouth. He says Dev is absolutely done. Yeah. Let me see. Omega said they lied again. Yeah. He said I wish King Judah was up in here and the right side. He says that's What I'm saying, Pooh, it says it will be no finessing involved. That's why the fight is not going to happen. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. You're trying to say that they just finessing overall. They're not even intending to fight. They want the advantage in the negotiations, and without them having the advantage, then they're not going to even entertain fighting them. And you know that's what we've been seeing in boxing lately. You know, we've been seeing, you know, fighters, if they don't have an advance, you know, if they don't have like a majority sum of the money, then they don't even want to entertain the damn fight. I forgot what the split was with Ryan Garcia, but you know what I'm saying, one or two times that it had to get renegotiated. Um, he said, you seen that contract Bill sent Gary Russell? Yeah, he said it was probably one of them bullshit ass contracts he sent to Shakur. Yeah, you right. You know what I'm saying? But you know, but that's the business side of it. You know what I'm saying? But I think these guys are young enough to where they're going to end up having to meet at well, I don't think Tank could go up to 147, but he could because he's that talented. But I think these guys are young enough to where they're going to meet either at 147, one oh, not 147, 140 or 147 for Shakur. You know what I'm saying? Some of them got the ability to go up there and fight. So it's not a big deal. You know what I'm saying? If you miss you at 135, I mean they'll meet at 140 or they'll meet at 147. You know what I'm saying? So that's all it is. What's going on, Retro?
Hey,
What's happening, bro?
what's up? Pull up. What's good, home? What's good, everybody?
Yes, sir. Trying to get back in the swing of things. You know what I'm saying? You
Man,
know, trying to get back in.
I had to pull up because, man, I ain't see nobody pull up on your boy. So I'm like, you know what? I got the time to pull up real quick, talk to you about this boxing. Man, what the heck is going on with Jared?
With Jared, yeah, he talking about fighting Louise Ortiz, right? They're trying to like really step him up super baby steps because you know even though that's still a little bit of a dangerous fight, Louise Ortiz, he hasn't been looking like himself. In his last three fights, he haven't looked like himself. He looked like a done fighter. You know what I'm saying? So you know they like really baby stepping him because they know he's vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? They know he's not that dude. Mm-hmm.
Oh, so that's what they
Mm-hmm.
were trying to do. Okay, because
Mm-hmm.
the problem I'm having right now, every time I hear something about him, they always making it seem like he doing something bad, and I'm like, I hope that's not the case. I hope he doing good because they
What you
keep
talking
trying to, like, I know what they like you was trying to say in on the other video that they keep trying to make it seem like he into crazy stuff.
Well, you know, I mean, like, look, you know, Jared is young. He's got a future. 22, I think what he's 22 years old. They're just trying to make sure they don't mess him up. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to make sure, you know, because he's going to be around for a long time at the age of 22. So they're really trying to move him along real good because they can make a lot of money off you. You know, since I've been telling you, Jared Anderson is food, and right now he could be food, but he could get better. Is what I'm saying. 2 Cent.
Hmm.
Not all heavyweight champions are gonna come out and be. They not everybody gonna start out being that dude. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
got a lot to learn. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and if you get in at the age of 22, these guys, if you look at them, most of them are old as shit. Tyson Fury, Usyk, these guys are like 35, 33, 34. Ain't nobody like around in the 28, 27 range. You know what I'm saying? Except for people you probably never heard of, and they're trying to like really, train him up and give him the confidence so he could go in there and do what he do. I think he got tools. I just think he need to work on his defense. I think he got the offense. He need to get more power. He need to stay in his craft. And if I'll say in maybe 5 years, Jared gonna be, if he stayed, put his face and like really train, he'll be better. Because let me tell you something. Y'all saw Fa Ajagba, right? Where he came from looking like a damn mummy in the ring to actually showing some skills. You know what I'm saying? In the last fight, he was looking good, even though he was getting tagged. His defense was still a lot better than it used to be because he used to get hit flush. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's still getting hit flush now, but he's getting better, is what I'm saying. And the same with Anderson. I think Anderson can develop over time if what I'm saying, they move him the way they moving him. I think they moved him a little too slow. He still need those fights where he's got to think himself out of, saying, out of these, like that last fight he fought. That was a good learning fight. He should have been able to press and try to put on a performance, but he's at that top rank, baby, training wheel facility. Saying they're gonna keep feeding him these kind of guys where he's gonna have to think his way through. And right now he's not looking as good. I'm saying he's not looking that good. He don't look like the man right now. But he's 22 years old, so I'm saying I think he'll get better if he sticks with it. But all this retirement talking shit is just not winning a lot of fans though. People don't want to hear that shit. They want to see a mean guy come out there. They want to see that mean pimp from Cleveland come out there and pimp slap some motherfuckers. And he just kind of like immature right now. So he's in his immature guy era, and he needs to come up out of that. Say, yeah, Omega Red said, I talked to Dubs, he said on the phone, said he couldn't defend those lies. He was on here the other day, about a couple of days ago. He was on him. He says, Philly Bull 91 says, Tank focus on 135 and Dev should focus on that. I think Tank he could move up to 140 though. He got the skills to do it. Don't you think, Retro? Don't you think? You there, Retro? Retro.
Yeah, I'm still here. My bad.
Yeah, you think Tank? Do you think Tank could go up to 140 and beat Dev?
I believe that Tank can go up to 140, but I feel like his body not able to keep all that weight and move as fast as he wants to. I feel like that's the real reason why that fight not really happening. Tank might be slower at 140, more powerful but slower. And Devin being stronger and being more agile, having more stamina at that weight class with the range is gonna be a nightmare. So yeah, I see why that fight not happening.
They're too dangerous for Tank at that weight.
Yeah.
So 2 Cents says he don't even want to fight for real. Say he keeps saying it. He says then he came out in that damn racing suit and helmet for for his fight. He says, I'm like, come on, Jared, you got to be smarter than that. Yeah, he was trolling law enforcement. But that's something a 22-year-old would do, isn't it? Isn't that something a 22-year-old would do? The boy young, trolling law enforcement. So, they're gonna be looking for his ass out there on the road. It's like, I don't know why well, I didn't get it when I first saw it until I see some comments. I was like, okay, he's trolling them them officers that grabbed him. He said in 5 years he would be a gourmet meal. Okay, we'll see. You never know. My man may catch on and start beating ass out there, but we don't have a lot of American heavyweights. I don't think what's his name? Richard Torres. I don't think he's gonna be shit. The one who was in the Olympics. I don't think he's gonna be shit because I haven't heard nothing, zero about him. He says, Johnny Allison, she said, hey, Pool, did y'all see the fight hype interview with Jared? He said, that motherfucker done. He cooked. I know, man. He's just 22. I think he wild as hell. And I just think he got partying on his mind and women. And you know how it was when you was 22. You couldn't really focus on nothing. And then you get a little bit of fame from this boxing thing. You know what I'm saying? It kind of mess your ego up. I think he got like a Hellcat or something like that. He says, because he was running all over the road on his Hellcat, outrunning the police until he couldn't outrun them no more. He says, 2 Cents says, he's in his self-sabotage era. He says, Jared's a cool dude though, but I think he wants to work. I don't think he wants to work that hard. Yeah, that's true. And he needs a mentor. Really, he needs to get with, a mentor. He don't need to get with Mike Tyson now. Excuse me, y'all. He don't need to get with Mike Tyson. Saying? Because Mike Tyson be smoking weed and everything, and he lazy as hell. Saying? I think they're trying to sanction that fight. That fight might get canceled because Tyson got to pass the EKG thing for Jake Paul and stuff, which is just they call it an exhibition now. What's going on, Doug? Right side. What's happening, bro?
Man, salute to my brother.
Omega Red. Omega Red going in, bro.
Hey, look, Omega just hit me and he said, Doug, I need you to jump on. I said, damn, okay. Hey, we gonna cook, man. You know I'm gonna jump on, to be honest. So he said, man, I'm going in over here. Me and 2 Cent going in. I said, God damn it. Where you at? He said, I'm at Pool Counter Box. I didn't even know you was live, respectfully, Pool. I didn't even know you was live. I've been looking at some other stuff, but what's going on? Man, break it down to me. Talk to me, man. What we talking about?
Well, I mean, Dev is about to fight Ryan, but they still talking about the him running up from 135. I told him that the deal that that Devin gave Shakur, right, the 25% offer was real, and people are saying that it wasn't real, but I think Shakur, he gave him a counter offer. He wanted 50%, right, and so Devin them didn't want to, didn't want that, so they moved up to 140, and I think that's a good move for Dev because he can't fight at 135 no more. So I don't understand why they don't get it. Saying that the man, he barely beat Lomachenko, because of his weight drain. Why would you fight a Shakur Stevenson who can move way 10 times better than Lomachenko, got better defense? Why would you fight Tank at 135? If you're done with that weight. We've seen Errol Spence Jr. get his behind kicked, for being at a weight too long. I think Devin looked at that and say, shit, I'm not gonna go down there and fight them super guys and at a weight that I'm done with. So, they're gonna have to come up to 140 to fight there. I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with that. You Doug?
No. So it's a lot of things we got to address there. The first thing is, I agree with you about the offer that Devin sent. At the same time, Shakur, when he sent this offer back, you know what I'm saying? He didn't even send the offer back. What he did was he went and petitioned the WB. I believe it was the WBC at the time. And what he said in that petition,
tried to force a purse bid, yeah.
But what he said in that petition, when you talk about 50-50, he said that, hey, I'm gonna respect the decision. This is my argument, but I'm gonna respect the decision of what y'all give me. You know what I'm saying? Of what y'all gonna mandate. So even with him saying that he offering 50 or that he asking for 50-50 from them, he ultimately said that he was going to respect whatever they decided the purse bid should be. Now, that once again, like I said, it's multifaceted in that conversation, and the reason it's multifaceted because the first thing is that if Devin is sending you an offer, then hey, that's what he's going to send you. If you're trying to petition and make it happen in a different way, and he say, well, I'm not going to abide by that, I'm going to go ahead and move up, then I understand what you're saying. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, in my personal opinion, I don't think none of these fights happen. And I done came to this realization. You done heard me argue about the Tank Devin fight. You done heard me argue about the Shakur fight. You done heard me argue about any fight Devin got going on. You done heard me.
Oh yeah.
At the same time,
but,
I don't think.
But by the way, has that ever worked? Like the petitioning of you know what I'm saying? Like we got Terrence Crawford trying to do Fundora the same way. Does this stuff really works? I haven't seen a case where it's successful.
If the sanctioning bodies allow it to work, then it works. That's what it really comes down to.
But what I'm saying, have we ever seen a case? Have we seen a case? Because we see fighters trying this, but you still got to go through that, whoever that guy is promoted by. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even though they have their own promotional companies, you still have to put it on a network, right? You still have to deal with the network that fighter fights on. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have a relationship, like, you know, you talk about Top Rank. I know he was on Top Rank at the time with Stevenson, but when, you know, once he got free of the Top Rank contract, now you got to deal with, you know, where you gonna put the fight?
Where you gonna make the fight at? Where you gonna make the fight at?
Yeah. Who's gonna make the fight? Is it gonna be the zone, or is it gonna be a cross promotional thing? You know, is it gonna be just a Devin Haney promotion versus I don't even think Stevenson got a promotional coming, a Top Rank. He probably re-signed with Top Rank. It's just a lot of questions.
Top Rank said that he's not re-signing. That's according to them. They say he's not re-signing now. which is
Oh,
that's a whole
he was
other
talking about
that's
going.
a whole
He
other
was talking about going to
discussion.
match room. He was talking about going to match room too, right? Shakur,
Shakur,
because I think Shakur was talking about going to match room too.
no, and I know that Bob them just came out and said that he not gonna, and I heard back and forth as far as if he's gonna resign, if he's not going to. I always said if he don't resign, then they're gonna try to match him as tough as possible, which I think Raymond Muratalo would be that fight. But it seems like that he's not gonna resign, and um, I don't even know the dude name that he about to be fighting. I don't even know that guy. To be honest, respectful. I said it respectful.
Yeah, yeah. I was just looking it up too. I was trying to see. I forgot the guy
I,
name.
I
Uh,
believe it's the guy that oh no, that's Tio. That's Tio. Tio fighting Claggett, and Claggett was the one who got beat up by Tiger Johnson. So I don't know what it is for Shakur. I have no clue. I have no clue what it is for Shakur.
so I mean, but I don't know why they still talking about 135. Dev is done with 35, 135, man. That division. If he goes back down there, he's gonna take a L for sure. So I want to see. I want to see these guys at their best. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking. I don't care what it is. I don't want to see Tank at a disadvantage, but I don't think 140 is a disadvantage for Tank. I think Tank is just as strong as he is at. I think he's even stronger at 140 than he is at 135. You saw how he handled Marius Boreos. It was a hell of a fight. So I think he could go up there and fight Dev at 140. I think Shakur can go up to 140 and fight Dev. I don't understand why they just want to keep the duck narrative. You know what I'm
But
saying? If you know,
but
Mhm.
Paul, they as fighters, and one thing I always take a step back and look at is fighters understand weight divisions better than me and you will ever understand them. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
They understand
right.
those divisions. And so, yeah, it's a difference when you fight somebody at 35 versus fighting somebody at 40. And in my opinion, once again, and
Hmm.
this is only my opinion, so don't take it as the gospel. I ain't even saying I'm correct. This is just what I think. Uh, um, Devin is naturally bigger than Shakur and Tank.
Right.
So the more that they move up, the more advantage Devin gonna have. You know what I'm saying? Even
Yeah.
with him fighting Ryan Garcia, there's no rehydration clause for either one of them. There's no nothing for either one of them. So if Ryan can truly make the weight, then I think they both going to be at their best. And I'm looking forward to that fight. I think Devin stop him. I got a stoppage
How
in that
though?
fight.
How Devin gonna stop him? How?
I got a stoppage in that fight. Hey,
How?
I ain't gonna bet you. I already got too many bets out there. I got bets with I ain't even gonna call the people out, but I got too many bets out there already for the stoppage. But I'm gonna tell you
I,
why. I'm gonna tell you
mhm.
why I believe that. And the reason I believe it is
I'm
because
all ears.
we saw somebody like Luke Campbell put Ryan Garcia on the canvas, right?
Yeah.
Luke Campbell ain't no big puncher. Luke Campbell, outside of the Olympics, the man was a
What up?
C
What
level
up, Eric?
fighter.
Mhm.
Respectfully, he was a C level fighter. We also saw
Oh, so you saying Ryan? You saying Ryan is a C-level fighter? Is that what you
I
saying?
didn't say that. I hadn't said that. I never said that. I never said that. I said that Luke Campbell was a C level fighter. But we saw Luke Campbell drop Ryan. We saw Tank Davis hurt Ryan multiple times in the fight. The difference is that, and y'all done told me for a long time, Devin is pillow fisted, this, that, whatever. And then when I remind you he had knockout of the year, everybody say, oh no, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. Even though that happened at 35, and he had that. But it don't mean nothing. That's fine. I watched him against Regis, an individual who, yeah, he been knocked down, but Regis don't get hurt like that. Regis, respectfully, got a hell of a chin.
Hmm.
Um, and Devin went in there, and Devin should have stopped Regis, in my opinion, but he stuck to the game plan, right? It was his first time fighting at 40. He stuck to the game plan. He hurt Regis multiple times in that fight. A lot of people discredit Devin for not getting the stoppage. I ain't got no problem. That's fine. My thing is when the same punches he was hitting Regis with, he was hitting Lomachenko with. And the difference is like you said earlier, a weight drain fighter versus somebody who's feeling comfortable and that much better. 5 pounds make a big difference. And so I think Devin is much more comfortable at the weight and he's not gonna be nearly as weight drained as he was at 35. And if he able to hurt Regis the way he hurt Regis, a lot of them same shots are gonna land on Ryan. They're gonna land. Why? Because Ryan defense is his face. The man has no defense. His defense is his face. And so at 40, in my opinion, I think Devin, the skill set, the length, Ryan ain't never fought nobody as long as Devin, and they want me to say no homo, but I don't have nothing to do with that no homo shit. I don't have nothing to do with that, so I can't say it. All I'm saying at the end of the day, that when Ryan gets in the ring, he's gonna get touched up. He's gonna get touched up in the ring, and I got a stoppage. I'm picking a 9th round stoppage by Devin. That's what I got.
Man, that's crazy, man. Everybody think that Ryan is that bad of a fighter. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be interesting.
No. It's not that he's that bad of a fighter. It's not that he's that bad of a fighter. The problem is he ain't dedicated to the sport the way Devin is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And because when they talk about this is the grudge match, this ain't the grudge match. The grudge match, as Devin got older, Devin started to win more fights against Ryan. That's what happened.
What's up, A1 Hoops on in the house? What's up, bro? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. This gonna be interesting because I can't say either way because I can see what you're saying. I mean, I think that's that's something that can happen in the fight. Because Ryan just looked like he all over the place mentally, up and down. But he looking like the damn Incredible Hulk up in there too. You know what I'm saying? So he looking huge. You know. I mean, this gonna be a good one. What's going on? What you said?
Real quick, and I'm gonna let it cook. Size means nothing in boxing. What you got to understand is technique, experience, and technique experience is really what you got to focus on. And the technique and experience that Devin has, I think 5 years ago, it's a totally different fight between Devin and Ryan. But Devin has been putting the work in that Ryan haven't been putting in. And
I get it.
It's
what you think, Retro?
When I look at this fight, man, I look at one person that's been doing their homework and studying, and the other person has not been doing their homework.
Hold on, Retro. You got to speak up a little bit, respectfully. You kind of low.
Hold up. I said
hey,
that.
Paul, let me know if that's me. That might be me.
No, you loud and clear. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's a little low. Hey, just turn up your volume. Just turn up your volume. You about to be all right.
All right. I said that this fight.
Oh yeah. That's what we want right there from you. That's what we want. You crispy.
Cooking with gas. We're cooking with gas right now.
I said this fight gonna show us who did their homework, Devin or Ryan. That's all it's gonna be. Whoever did their boxing homework. I think, like you said, Devin. He fought in the jungle. He sparred Tank. He sparred Shakur. He sparred Bud. He probably even sparred Boots. We might not even know this. Like, this the type of stuff that makes legends right here. Stuff like that. The stuff we don't know. So that's what I can't wait to see the fight because I want to see everything that everybody been working on the night of the fight. That's all I'm looking forward to as well. Everybody's looking forward to somebody getting beat up. I'm looking forward to see what they've been working on, to see how they implement it in the ring. That's what I'm waiting for. And they'll tell us who's going to win the fight. Whoever can implement their game and continue to implement or keep adjusting on who's that's going to win.
Let me and I want to ask both of y'all this question right here.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all give Ryan anything other than a puncher's chance? Do y'all give him anything other than a puncher's chance? And if you do give him something other than that, what attributes do you think he brings to the ring that's going to give Devin trouble outside of his hook?
I just think
it's like. Go ahead.
Probably just the hand speed. That's it. The hand speed and getting hit flush with the power. I think that's going to be the problem. Other than that, I think Devin will adjust and get Ryan out of there. But now, if Ryan come in there with some feet and some head movement, oh my God, with the hand speed and the power, now that could be a back and forth fight. Now that's what I want to see. If Ryan could come in there with something new that we never seen, but he got to
Yeah,
be sharp.
I think Ryan best bet is to try to get him early. You know what I'm saying, and try to just like he ambushed Tank. You know what I'm saying, and had like a little success, but. So
But
eventually, I think Dev Precision is going to break him down. And like you
but
say, his what's that?
oh, I'm sorry. And so I'm about to say, but that's the problem that Ryan has. Every time he goes in there and swings for the fences, he wastes all his energy. And I think that's what got him knocked out in the later round with Tank, because he got
Oh, it
tired.
was. He has no patience. He don't like to think his way through anything.
Hey,
Um,
real
yeah.
quick, man, real quick. Shout out to Mr. AMG because he done caught me over
Oh,
at
Mr. AMG.
AV with to the seventh power. He done caught me over there, and yeah, damn right, you damn right, I'll be over there. I ain't got no problem with it. The lead attorney as well. Shout out to the lead, man. I rock. They both from Georgia, so I rock with my Georgia family.
Let me read. He says, 2 cents says, so beating Ryan gonna make him a legend. And
Nobody saying that now. Nobody's saying that. Nobody's saying that. Yeah, let's
Eric
keep it
R
moving.
says, I don't think Ryan gets stopped because he's bad. I think his pride. I think he's pride in him, in the in the him and Coach James not having that much time together. He said will
Mhm.
be cause lead to will lead to the stoppage of Ryan. Yeah, it just seemed like something off with that camp ever since they lost to Crawford. It just seemed like it's just something off with that camp, man. This is that's all he got. Say Mr. AMG in the building says speed and power. Yeah, that's all he really got. And Mr. AMG says, salute pool. He says, how long has Devin been with Victor Conte? And for the record, he says, the right side camera works very well on the lead attorney channel with that AV7. Oh man. Well, I think how long has he been with Victor Conte? He's been with Victor Conte for what? Ooh man. He's been with
At least
Victor
at
Conte
least
for a
4 years.
while. Yeah,
At
I
least
was
4
about to say
years.
4 years. I was
At
about to
least
say
Yeah,
4.
4 years.
he
Hmm
If
been
not
with us
I
longer. If
mean,
not longer.
because but they say that shit takes a while to get in your system, so you can start knocking people up out of the ring and stuff.
Man, y'all gotta stop. See, and this is the problem. Y'all gotta stop that. So my whole thing
I
is,
mean, he's not knocking folks out like suspiciously. I thought that was pretty natural for him to beat Regis the way he did. But if he goes in here, he just cold cocks Ryan. It's gonna be issues. It's gonna be some questions. It's gonna be some
it ain't,
questions.
no, it shouldn't be. And the reason it shouldn't be is because so when he moved up to 40 and fought Regis, right? He landed some of the same punches he's been landing against other competition. The only difference is it affected Regis differently, which I think goes into him moving up. You know what I'm
That's what
saying?
that's why we talking about the steroids. That's what we talking about the steroids though.
Wait, hold.
This is best switch.
This is
Just
crazy.
mess. Just messing with you.
Until
No, I
it,
think I think I mean, but come on now, you wouldn't be suspicious if he went in there and he just knocked them out like Manny Pacquiao, like Juan Marquez did Manny Pacquiao. You wouldn't just be like a little suspicious. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be
Like,
a little,
damn,
little.
yeah. You'd be like, God damn, damn. It's like, where this
I,
power been?
I ain't suspicious about none of that. And the reason I'm not is because I watched the progression. And when you
Oh
watch the
shit.
progression, you sat there and you watch him fight Regis, right? When he
Hmm
was fighting Regis, I think a lot of us thought he could have stopped Regis. 2 Cent just
hmm
said that he had Regis off. Okay, that's fine. I thought he hurt Regis 3 times in that fight, in my opinion. I thought he knocked him down one time. I thought Regis was hurt 2 other times in that fight. But Devin didn't jump on him and finish him. I think that in this and the reason I believe that Devin didn't do that is because he didn't even understand that he had Regis hurt the way Regis was hurt because he was landing them same punches against other guys at 35 and wasn't hurting them like that. And when he moved up and wasn't draining himself, then his power was able to come through and show. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think that he'll hurt Ryan if Luke Campbell can hurt Ryan. If these other guys, you know what I'm saying, and outside of Luke Campbell, I ain't gonna hold you. And Tank Davis, Tank, and we understand what Tank is when we talk about power. We understand what Tank is. Outside of that, I think that Devin, when in this fight, I look for a stoppage. The reason being because I think he understands how his power carries a little better at the weight class.
Mm-hmm.
He has the better footwork. Uh, even
He
when you
does.
tell me hand speed, I ain't got no problem with it. The problem is that hand speed means something when you know how to use it. When you have somebody who can be in range but out of your range because of the footwork, your hand speed kind of gets what's the word I want to use here? It kind of gets null and void. You know what I'm saying? It's null and void at that time. So, man, if Ryan got
But
the
does the
puncher's
speed,
chance.
but does the speed equate to power? You know what I'm saying, for Devin Haney in this fight. I mean, is that going to translate, saying into knocking Ryan Garcia? I don't I think it's going to go the distance, but I think the only way he knocks out Ryan is if Ryan, just blows up mentally and just goes all out and get exhausted and what I'm saying, Devin just so sharp and just outclass him and just catch him over, saying just overcommitting and
Mm-hmm.
knocking him out like that. But
So
he's gonna be more exhausted.
Big
Let
what,
me, let
knockout.
me
what,
finish. Let me finish.
what's
Let me
the
finish.
oh my bad. Go ahead.
Let me finish. You know what I'm saying? So, I think he'll wear him out, what I'm saying, and he'll catch him, make him pay. I think Devin's gonna be super sharp in this fight. I think this is he wants to make a statement in this fight. And I think Ryan mentally is just not all together for this fight. So he's gonna be perfect for Devin Haney. And I think moving forward, Ryan is just gonna cash out from here. And I think this is just a pivotal fight for Ryan. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think he's really dedicated, like you were saying, Dub. I don't think he's really dedicated. I think he just wants to be a celebrity, be in the limelight. And I think it's perfect. It's the perfect fight for Dev to go out there and style on. And the answer, Omega Red. What I'm saying, if Dev run around like if he did what Shakur Stevenson did, yeah, I'll be the first to criticize him. If he go out there and pull a boring fight,
We ain't
just
never
pulling back.
seen that. We've never seen that from Devin.
Yeah, no, we never have. But I'm just saying he's saying if Dev run around the ring, he said we y'all shit on him like I do other fight. Of course. I mean, of course. I
That's
mean,
a
but
little bit.
Devin always engages though. I mean, he engages, and I thought that Regis fight was pretty exciting. I love the way he goes in. I mean, he gives you an opportunity to hit him. You know what I'm saying? He's not like Shakur. You know the difference. So I think it's
Now,
going to be a pretty entertaining fight. What you
but
say?
that's the thing. He doesn't. When Devin engages, it's so interesting, and it's the beauty of boxing. When Devin engages,
He
the
said the
majority
beauty
of
of
I mean, it is when somebody can engage but still be out of range for you to land yours. With Devin coming from that Mayweather style of boxing, right? The first thing you
Mm-hmm.
learn is how to take your opponent's best weapon away. That's the first thing you learn. You know what I'm saying? And so, because he comes from that style, he they you done heard Bill a call Bill done told you, and I can't listen to Bill too often. I'm gonna be honest with you, respectfully. I say that respectfully, but you can't listen to Bill because Bill will lie to you like a shit. He'll lie to you faster than damn a used car salesman. I'm just telling you,
as a
he
player, the
will.
boy player from the Himalayas.
But at the same time, when you understand that, I can make my judgments accordingly. And all I'm saying is that Ryan, or not even Ryan, when you come from that Mayweather school with Roger, with Floyd Senior, with Jeff, the first thing they're gonna teach you is how to take your opponent's best weapon away. That's what they known for. That's what Floyd was known for, is taking his opponent's best, and that's what Devin does. He's gonna go out there and handicap Ryan. He's not gonna allow you to land that hook. So what I'm looking for the straight right. You know what I'm saying, and the jab from Ryan. I want to see
Gotta
him
ask y'all,
utilize it.
once you're done, I gotta ask y'all a question. Um, what would happen if you know how Ryan got that shitty shoulder roll? What would happen if Ryan worked on that shoulder roll and that shit crispy? Would that be a factor of the fight?
No,
Okay.
because they've used that thing and got Falumaloom many times on the ropes. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
Against JoJo Diaz, against a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? It's Mayweather got that shoulder roll only to where it's where he can use it. It's a special weapon for him. Like other
um,
guys, they can't use. Berto tried to use it and got Falumaloom. You know what I'm saying? Against Roberto Guerrera. It's a lot of people tried to use that, come up there with that shoulder roll and got Falumaloom. And it's like he'll be another one. Ryan really looked fucked up with the shoulder roll. His shit looked. It looked like he looked like they'll stop the fight if he try to go in the shoulder.
But you don't learn you don't learn the shoulder roll in the ring. You learn
Right,
that
right.
outside the ring, and now so when Ryan goes in there and ends up turning his back to an individual, you know what I'm saying?
mhm.
That ain't what the shoulder roll is. You know what I'm saying? A lot of
Mhm.
times you want to utilize that shoulder roll to do a few different things, but turning your back is not one of the things you want to utilize it for. So if Ryan go in there, you trying to utilize it, he gonna get stopped even sooner. But I mean, I don't see Ryan having a chance in this fight. It's gonna be a masterclass. And like I said, I got Devin stopping him. Ninth round stoppage.
Wow,
Ninth round. Yeah, I mean, isn't that interesting?
that's so
Isn't that
early.
interesting? But see, if we had that same energy that, what I'm saying, when Ryan first got to Dallas and started training with James, I thought maybe he was, he was turning over a new leaf. And you saw him knocking down the jab. You saw him like, some of the stuff he was working on, knocking down that jab. I said, man, if he can take away Devin's jab, he may have a chance to land that left hook. You know what I'm saying? I say, okay, maybe they're working on something like that. But then all of a sudden, all these different antics that he got going on just kind of popped up. Him smoking weed. Maybe I don't know. Maybe that's a mask. Maybe Ryan is like in top shape and he's just trying to throw y'all off. You know what I'm saying? He going out there to what I'm saying, that's just a mask that he's putting on. Eric R says he says if they take that hook away from Ryan, say he's going to get desperate. And that's exactly what's going to happen. He get frustrated so easy.
Did
And I
y'all
think that just takes. Go ahead.
did y'all watch how Tank was able to take Ryan Hook away? And I know that's a southpaw versus Devin being an orthodox fighter. The thing is, it goes into ring IQ. And unfortunately for Ryan, that's the one thing he struggles with. The man's ring IQ is subpar. If you, in my opinion, this is just my opinion. If he would have been more
Light skin
dedicated to the
business. What's
sport,
up, bro?
if he
Hmm.
would have been more dedicated to the sport, then his ring IQ would be higher than it is at this current moment in time, and the
Yep.
fight would be closer. The problem is like you said, Pool. We done seen this man drinking. Look, these are the things that pop up on my timeline. Ryan drinking liquor today. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why are we talking about
Smoking weed.
smoke?
Before the
Smoking
fight,
weed.
But we don't get none of that. We don't see none of that from Devin. We don't hear about none of that. And the reason we don't hear about it is because that man and one of the things, Bud Crawford is the prime example. I know you're gonna hate when I say this, Pool, but when it came to Errol Spence and Bud Crawford, I picked EJ to beat the shit out of Bud. I was wrong about that. And what it really came down to, in my opinion, especially now, and I think Ryan, I think he's doing a lot of it for clout. I do think he's doing a lot of that shit that he's talking about EJ and
Yeah,
whatever he's talking
yeah.
about. He's doing a lot of
And
that for
Bud.
clout.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I will say the fighter who lives Floyd Mayweather, prime example. Kevin Durant, LeBron James. When we talk about greatness, we talking about people who live the lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Yeah.
If you're a professional athlete, it doesn't start and stop with training camp and your fight. It doesn't start and stop with that. It's a year-round process. You know what I'm saying? One thing we always can agree on is that Bud has been the consummate professional as far as being in shape, being ready to fight, those type of things. We can all agree on that. We can
Oh
all
yeah.
agree as well that EJ was not that consummate professional in that he allowed the other things to get
Yeah,
involved
losing the
with
fight
him.
outside the ring, losing the fight
Right.
outside the ring.
The, you
Mm-hmm.
90% of the time, you don't win the fight in the ring. You win it before the fight. You know what I'm saying? And so
Mm-hmm.
in this situation, you tell me what drugs Devin do. When I can give you multiple examples of Ryan. I can give you multiple things that Ryan do that he shouldn't be doing. You can't do the same with Devin. And so I think that that's going to play a major part. And I'm gonna just be honest. I think Devin he on a different level right now. I think he on a different level from Ryan. So he gonna show
Yeah,
out. He gonna show out in the fight.
but you can see the passion. And, he know this somebody he can't let get by him. He's got the style out on Ryan Garcia because the other guys, what I'm saying, they're more dedicated. You got your Pitbull and you got your Matisse, not Matisse. I'm about to about damn Matisse. Yeah, Matias. Matias. What I'm saying, they're more dedicated. So those guys gonna bring a better fight to Dev, whereas Ryan, we don't know where his head at. Eric R
Agree.
says he said they don't understand the mechanics of the shoulder roll, so they make the mistake of standing with a wide stance and end up getting caught. He says Mayweather learned how to do it without thinking. That's exactly too. How because you got to know how to engage and get that shoulder. Saying where it's where your head is in the perfect position, and saying you get the block with the right or left hand or whatever, however you're employing it, and they always get caught right on the chin. They get caught right over the fucking top. And it's, it's always a trip to see people try to use it, you know what I'm saying? To say, because they don't know how to engage with it, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to work with that thing for a
I
while,
also,
you
I
know.
also have another question. Do you guys
Mhm.
think that they're gonna give Devin Haney the credit? Because think about it, he's gonna fight a 140, Ryan Garcia, no dehydration. He's gonna be fresh. He gonna come in there feeling, you know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about. He's gonna be
yeah, no,
amazing.
they're not going to give him credit because they're
I'm
already
gonna give
saying
him
he's a
that.
C plus fighter. He's a C minus. I think they even saying C minus fighter. So they're going to shit on whatever Dev do until he fight maybe like a Matias, maybe saying he start unifying that division. Um, I don't think Ryan gets a lot of respect. What I'm saying in that what I'm saying as far as a fighter because he's not dedicated.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think he's gonna get a whole bunch of credit. What do you think, Dub?
Hey, Paul, you remember when Ryan, what's the brother name? He knocked him out. I can't remember the brother name now. Oh
Oh, you
man,
talking about you talking about Toggle?
no. After that fight. Oh man, he was a contender for a minute at 35.
Let me see. You said
Oh, what's his name? What's his name? I can't think of his
you
name right
said
now.
Ryan beat him.
Yeah, Ryan. Yeah, Ryan. Man, he hit him with a hook. We didn't even see the shot that put him down. What's his name?
Let me see. I'm just looking up on Box Rec real quick. Let
I
me
forgot
see.
what you talking about.
I'm
You
looking
gotta
looking it up
see.
on Box Rec. He fought Corte. Some of the
No,
Oscar
no, 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 no,
no
no,
no no
not
no
Duarte.
Oscar Durant Oscar Durant
Duarte. No, it was Duarte, not
Duarte.
Duarte.
Yeah,
Before that fight.
yeah.
Before that fight. Who did he
Yeah.
fight before that fight?
Javante Tank Davis. Oh, you talking about
Okay,
Javier
before that
Fortuna?
fight. Javier
Javier.
Fortuna. There we go. Fortuna. Fortuna was, and the thing was Fortuna. He was a contender at 35. When he fought Ryan Garcia stopped that man. But at the same time, and that shows the level of how good Ryan can technically be. The thing is
Mm.
the man because of the lack of dedication. I think that Devin would have beat Fortuna even worse than that. I think Tank would have beat him worse than that. I think Shakur would have beat him worse than that. Um, Now they don't have the power that Ryan does. I think Tank does, but I don't think the other two have the power. But outside of that, that's what Ryan got going for him. So when he jump in the ring with technicians, which Devin is a technician, he's gonna struggle. And the reason being because he don't bring those same skills to the ring. Skills pay the bills in the sport of boxing. And if I know what you're coming with, then then I'm gonna take it away from you, and then I'm gonna punish your ass. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're gonna see. That's what we're gonna see this weekend.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I agree. You know what I'm saying? But I just think it's him being one of the big names that was at 135. I'm just glad to see one of them getting it on. We got the Tank knocked out. Now we're getting Devin in. Now we just need to get Shakur up into the mix. I think Shakur, he came a little late, to the party. So it's going to be hard to get him to catch up unless he go ahead and move up into 140. And I think that's not, that wouldn't be a big deal. What's the point of trying to unify? I know Tank got a belt now at 135, so that would be a good fight. I would say if you're going to stay at 135, it's only one fight for him at 135, really, and that's Tank Davis. But with him fighting Frank Martin, that got him tied up. I just don't know. I just think 135, he should move up. So he shouldn't even worry about 135 unless he gets Lomachenko. But I don't think people gonna give him a lot of credit for beating Lomachenko either. Because he's already been beaten. And so for Shakur, I think moving up would be good for him and get up into the mix. And
But
see
but
if he can
but if Tank
get a big
if
fight up
Tank
there. Mhm.
if Tank go out there and stop Lomachenko, I think he gonna get up. Lomachenko done been beat a couple times, or I believe
Right.
three times
That's what
now,
I'm
three
saying.
times. But if Tank go out there and stop Lomachenko, oh my God, that'd be
Yeah.
man. He getting all
I
type of
mean,
credit. You got to give him credit for that. You got to.
you could give him credit, but I think everybody pretty much the saying the reputation or what's out there is that Lomachenko is slipping. Even Bob been saying that, and saying on the record that
I
he's been
apologize.
slipping.
I apologize. I gotta say this. I gotta say this.
Mhm.
Tell Papa Jones, if anybody who don't know who Papa Jones is, that's A1. Tell A1, since I'm a C-level debater, bring your ass, nigga. Bring your ass. Cause I'll fry you over here on pool counter as well. It don't matter where we at. I'll fry your motherfucking ass in boxing. It's a fact. And so if I'm a C-level debater, bring your motherfucking ass. That's all I'm gonna tell you. And I say that respectfully. I say that respectfully.
So Dev says, Omega Red says, Dev the A side. He said everyone needs to move up for him. He says, laugh out loud. He says, he's got plenty of work already there. So
Dev,
yeah,
Dev
I
ain't even
mean,
the A
not
side in this fight though. Dev ain't the A side. Ryan is getting the 55-45 split. Ryan getting the big. He the A side in the fight. So I'm not saying Devin the A side. I'm not saying that.
I just want to see him. I think they're young enough to get it on at 140, or 147. What I'm saying? Wherever they move up, all these guys are pretty young. So, I don't understand what the big deal is. Why they got to fight at, a certain weight class, what I'm saying, where one fighter's at a disadvantage or the other fighter's at an advantage, what I'm saying. Just try to do it at a catch weight, or whatever. Because they're all great fighters, but you don't want to have somebody at a disadvantage. What I'm saying? You like do it at a catch weight, what I'm saying? So, that'll be cool. What's up? A1 says Pull Con said, I'll come up if you cab get not to interrupt you or himself for 5 minutes.
Mother, I'm interrupting all that shit. You damn right I'm gonna do it regardless, nigga. Yeah, it is what it is. Bring your ass, nigga. Bring it. I want the smoke. I want smoke tonight. And I say that, hey, A1, that's my brother, man. A1, my brother, so.
So, what
But
I'm
he don't know
saying,
shit. But he don't know shit about boxing. A1 don't know shit about
so
boxing.
so they trying to get that fight with Pitbull and Sabri Matias off. They want that fight to go down. And Matias came off talking about that he don't want to fight there because he don't sell. And I'm just trying to figure out what is the point of all this shaming of Devin Haney sales, and why are they trying to shame him? Why not just get in the ring and figure it out? Nobody wants to hear all this all this extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's nothing holding these guys back except for who's on what network, right? Um, I mean, the championship. They could make these unifications. I don't know
It
why they talking all this extra shit. I mean, just get in the ring and fight the man.
it
You
it
know.
ain't even who on whose network because we done seen the PBC when they made the Tank and Ryan fight. The PBC worked with the Zone, worked with Oscar De La Hoya. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the problem is. I don't know what the
Me
problem
neither.
is, but
Me neither. I'm like, yeah, yeah,
I do
yo,
I do know I do know. Let me rephrase. I do know what the problem is. Ryan was easy work, and Devin ain't nearly as easy as they want to make it out the scene. That's the problem right there.
or do Matias really want don't I mean really want to miss that smoke with Dev, you know what I'm saying? Because of the styles and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because he got a dangerous style to Matisse style. I mean, are they the match? You know, because it look like they matchmaking, and they're looking at a lot of the boxing coaches don't think that Matias could beat Dev. You know, Bozy Ennis, he already
Man,
said that.
Devin
Mhm.
putting hands on Matias.
That's what
I'm
they
saying
said.
right now, he putting hands on him.
Even even Regis coach, what's his name? Evan what's his name? Tolbert. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about he think Devin beats Matias. I thought that was interesting. I said, damn. You know what I'm saying? So they think he'll outbox Matias. So maybe they're looking at this fight and really don't want it and want to stay, you know, stay on top for a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, engaging Devin and perhaps maybe losing that fight.
Paul,
Cause
let me
I've
ask
never
you.
heard. Hmm.
I want to ask you at 40 right now, and we all understand 40 is a stacked division right now. I think um, 40 may be the most competitive division of boxing that we have right now. With me saying that, in your opinion, and hell, I can't criticize your opinion. That's why I'm asking it. Who do you have beating Devin at 40 right now? Who you got?
Can't answer that because I think Matisse got the best chance. I think Pitbull is just he too small. Um, that's really what I'm saying. Maybe Gary Russell. Maybe.
Tio. What about Tio?
Oh man, Tio, he's mentally gone, man. When it comes to Devin, he just can't handle it, man. I think he got some kind of mental block when it comes to Devin. He don't want to give Devin that opportunity. I don't think he'll fight Devin. I don't think. I mean, I think he got skills. I think he has the ability, but mentally, it's something about Dev that he don't want to face him. Kind of like Javante Tank Davis and what's his name Vasil Lomachenko, kind of like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He want to keep Dev beneath him, and he don't want to give him an opportunity. And I think he see how good Dev is, but it's something mentally with Tio. He don't want to fight Dev, man. I don't think not that he can't beat him. It's just that something he just don't want to fight him, and I don't think he's gonna give Dev that opportunity. I think he'll move up to one. I think he'll move up to 147 before he fight Dev. That's just
Styles
my
make
opinion.
styles make fights, and the problem is that out of everybody at 40 right now, Devin got the hardest style to beat. He got the hardest style, and the reason he
I
got the
think I
hardest
think
style is
Shakur. I think Shakur got the hardest style to beat. You know what I'm saying? Because I think Devin
well,
take
I'm talking.
chances at
I'm talking
least.
about. I'm only talking about 40 now. I'm only talking about
Okay.
40.
Okay.
But even if we go to 35, my problem with even with Shakur, and I'm a Shakur fan. I love Shakur. I'm a fan of Shakur's. My problem
Hmm.
is that Devin's going to engage more than Shakur is,
Yep.
and
That's the
so
difference.
I understand when you see that. Yeah, Shakur start when Shakur feel power. We done seen him get on his bicycle and win fights. We done seen that.
Hmm.
You tell me when we really seen people tell me Devin runs all the time. The man footwork so good that he be in range to land his, but you telling me he running. That's how good his footwork is. So you tell me when you done just seen Devin running.
Oh, I haven't, but he haven't been in with the. I think the opposition. You know, what I'm saying Edwin Del Santos was different, man. and that was a real threat. I think that saying that it would have been good to see Devin fight somebody like him. Saying a good high opponent that could keep up with you, somebody who's athletic. Saying somebody who can counter. Saying they gotta have better competition. Some of these guys are aging. That's why we got to get them in while they're in their primes, because it's hard to tell where they really at. What I'm saying? Because they're not fighting the top dudes. And that's why this fight with Ryan should be pretty good, because Ryan is a young guy. He's not over the hill. He could throw them hands, even though he's not the most skilled. He's got power. So it's good to see Dev fight somebody who, he's fought before. He knows Dev. He's not intimidated by Dev. So that's going to be an interesting fight, because, like you say, he's got a puncher's chance to go in there and probably for loom Dev. You know what I'm saying? Because if Dev ain't on point, or if he's slipping, Ryan can slip that left hook in there and put him to sleep. We've seen things like that happen in boxing. So let's not act like Ryan don't have no kind of chance. They fought in the amateurs. You know what I'm saying? And Ryan may just go in there and just throw caution to the wind. You know what I'm saying? And anything can happen in boxing. We've seen it before. We've seen Roy Jones Jr. get Falumaloom. You know what I'm saying? But I think Dev will come out on top though. I think he'll be okay. I think he's super focused. And I think this one of them pivotal fights. If Dev lose this fight, it would like really mess him up. I think if he lose this fight to Ryan Garcia, because this rivalry, I think it's gotten a little deeper, don't you think? Or you think they just doing this for promotion? Because Dev said he's crossed the line. What do you think?
Oh, that
You
shit
think
is
it's
promotion. It's all promotion. I'm gonna be honest. I don't believe nothing Bill say. I don't believe nothing Ryan say. Uh, even if you listen to Devin, even if you listen to him, the majority of the time he ain't saying nothing outlandish. You know what I'm saying? And,
hmm
and Bill is the one who's gonna say something outlandish, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, I got to go on Bill ass because this nigga out here capping, and I just gotta keep it a buck. Yeah, if a nigga capping, they capping, and we done heard Bill lie, and I say that respectfully to Bill, but we done heard the man lie multiple times, and so I hold no stock in the way he's saying. Uh, um, he doing the same thing I would do as a father. You know what I'm saying, for my son. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna build my son up as much as I can. You know what I mean? So I see it that way, but um, I want to say this real quick, Paul. I want to say this, and I'm going into the chat real quick. I want to say this right here. I'm going into the chat. A1 Hoop Zone. Shout out to A1, man. He said I'm about to pull up and blast dub ass off the stream real quick. Bring your motherfucking ass, nigga. Bring your ass.
mm
We ain't holding nothing back. And Cash Crypto. That's my brother. That's my brother right there. I love
Cash
Cash.
crypto in the building, baby.
Pull up too, nigga. Pull up too. I'm here for all of it. I'm here for all that smoke.
So one fight we're not talking about. We haven't been saying anything about what's going on with uh Dimitri Bivol and after Beterbiev. This fight is coming up too. It's set for what, June 1st. Okay, so it's set for June 1st. What do you think about that fight, man? I think that's an awesome ass fight. I think that's something that's going to push boxing forward. I'm going with Bivol. I know everybody think Beterbiev is going to knock Bivol out, but I just think the world of Dimitri Bivol. I think his skills is all that. I think his speed is underestimated. His boxing IQ underestimated. I think he's going to be the first one to whip Arthur Beterbiev. What do you think?
I ain't got no problem with your standpoint on it, but I do disagree
hmm
with it. I disagree, and the thing is that um to be in my opinion, to beat Beterbiev, um you gotta hurt him. You gotta be able to hurt him and keep him off you, right? And one thing
hmm
that we've seen, and I believe it was the Anthony Yard fight that really solidified this for me. Anthony Yard and the Joe Smith fight. I saw that man utilize boxing skills as far as footwork go, not just his power, right? utilizing other pieces of the sport, and I was impressed by it. I agree with you. I agree that Bivol does have the better jab. I think that he has. I really can't say he has better footwork because of what I saw in those two fights from Beterbiev. I saw footwork that I wasn't even expecting. You know what I mean? So I think that power is going to be too much for Bivol. When I watched him in his last fight, when he fought on the Day of Reckoning against the UK, the domestic level fight, I can't remember the brother's name. I can't remember his name. But he was looking for a stoppage in that fight and couldn't get a stoppage against that guy. And all I'm saying is, if you couldn't get a stoppage against that guy, somebody that, and I said it again, we don't even know who he was. We didn't know. I didn't know him like that. And I watched boxing. I had no clue who that dude was. If you can't get a stoppage against him, then hey,
you talking about Ramirez?
No, not Ramirez. He put him on the same card that Deontay Wilder. It was the heavyweight card in Saudi.
Oh, you talking about London Arthur?
Is that his name? I don't remember.
You talking about Lyndon Arthur?
But all I'm saying, if you can't get that dude out of there, then hey, I think it's an uphill battle in my opinion for Bivol, but I still think it's a 50-50 fight. And if Bivol come out and win, these are one of the fights that, and you know I like to bet. I won't bet on either fighter. I won't bet on them because I think it's a true 50-50 fight, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to that fight.
What's up, Omega Red in the building? What's going on, my brother? What's happening?
We got the great. Hold on. We got to give him, and I apologize for. We got to give him the right intro. We got one of the greatest, one of the most country niggas that I know. Right? But although he a country nigga like myself, you know what I'm saying. One of the smartest and brightest individuals that I speak to, and he finna come in here. He gonna talk some crazy shit, but. Hey, it is what it is. Shout out to my brother Omega, man. That's my brother. That's my family.
Hey, man, don't be trying to grease me up, trying to shine me up. Man, back up off me, dog. I just jumped on here because you talking to A1. A1 said you gonna pull up, and I said, well, hell, I'm gonna pull up for A1.
You ain't got to defend. You defending grown men?
Nah, for real. For real. Pull counter.
Yeah,
I was talking. I was when I was in the chat. Got there. I had called earlier before he had started the show. He ain't answered. And so while I was in the chat, he had called me back. I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna pull Campbell." Got there. That's why he got there popped up. Say, "Oh, we'll pull out." He popped up.
Facts.
Yeah. That's my brother. You know what I'm saying? That's what I said. I said, hey, I talk to everybody, but still, I just can't go with some of the bullshit that people be saying, man.
It's boxing is changing, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't, you know what I'm saying? These guys ain't really getting it on like they should, and there's a lot of backdoor politics that's going on.
Hold on, Paul. I'm glad you back, man, because I've been missing your lives and shit, bro. I'm glad you're back in the mix, man. I know you've been working and stuff. Everybody got a life and shit.
Oh yeah,
I just want to say that real quick. I just want to say that real quick, man.
Oh yeah, man. You know, I wish I could do this full time. I don't know what the hell going on. What the other guys doing? Shit. So I need to get the checks they getting.
Yeah, I know that right, man.
You know what I'm saying? Because I had to, the trucking industry, man. The shit is this economy is kind of sucked. You know,
everything high, and all the payload,
inflation, and you see the crime getting worse.
Don't get me started. Y'all talking politics. Don't get me started on politics.
Oh, I saw one of your broadcasts where you was talking about politics. I
Yeah, nah, I ain't got no
Hey,
problem talking. I ain't got no problem talking. I'm just saying, don't get me started.
hey,
Mm.
hold on. Dub about to be on some damn Puff Daddy goddamn charges because he got Dolly Parton hidden in their basement.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
You know,
look, hey, uh, 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 Uncle,
isn't that
Uncle,
crazy?
Uncle,
Yeah.
Uncle
Isn't that,
Fester, Uncle Fester want to get on the panel and tell me I got Dolly Parton hidden in my goddamn shit. Don't get it started, Uncle Fester. Don't do that. Don't do that.
isn't that, isn't that
Yeah,
crazy?
my bad, man. Let me get back on Boston, man. I'm just tripping, dog.
You know you.
Man, it was crazy though. Your boy on the run and shit. I was just like, man, what is going on, man? You know what I'm saying? Find out he destroyed hip hop. Motherfucker destroyed Tupac and this motherfucker killed everybody.
But you know what though, man. I was telling my homeboy the other day. I said, dog, when I was in the '90s, when I was 15, I was saying the same shit that people saying now about dude. I'm
Yeah,
like, man, just another, just the way you surprise me. I was saying that when I was a kid and didn't know nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
just
but you
looking
know,
at how you know what I'm saying, how he was acting and stuff. I said, dude ain't right.
yeah.
facts,
But you
facts.
ain't know about them parties either then. Mm.
Yeah,
Not,
I ain't know nothing about
no,
all that.
but this the crazy thing. We done heard about them parties for a long time. We
Yeah,
done
Mm-hmm.
heard about it for a
yeah.
long time. I remember when, hell, I don't know if y'all remember this. When Cat Williams had, and he was like, "Yeah, you go to parties and you go into the back room and what he said? He said, "Is that Mr. Opie?" With oh my, Cat Williams been exposed to this shit
Hmm.
for a long time. Dave Chappelle,
Mm-hmm.
go
But
back and watch Dave Chappelle when Dave Chappelle did the
go,
skit
bro.
of sending. Oh, go ahead, Omega.
I was gonna say you can hear if you watch old Richard Pryor got there stand up. He say, man, there's some fun stuff going on in these parties.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. And
Richard
you know,
Pryor, yeah.
Rich Book, he'll tell you a lot of stuff. You check his book out. You know, between him and what's the comedian that used to write for him?
Paul
Um,
Mooney.
yeah, Paul Mooney. And you know Paul Mooney. You know what
Mooney
I'm saying?
crazy as
Hmm.
hell, but honest as hell too. Honest.
Yeah, but he also gay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you
Mhm.
know.
And that
Hmm.
so he know even that much more because he is gay.
I say so.
Yeah, yeah. I put them TikTok videos on there with Tank Davis practicing or whatever, but I didn't put my head in there. I didn't know what the rules were, so they took it for that. That motherfucker got like I got like million views off that thing, man. That Terrence Crawford, then a Terrence Crawford TikTok. I ain't used but three of them for them to take my damn take my modification. You know what I'm saying? But man, I got like million, something like a million views on that thing. Mm. It went viral.
Well, you gotta read them terms and conditions like a mother.
Oh, they'll take your shit over
Shit
anything.
crazy.
But
It's crazy.
I would have to take those videos off. But I got a cash app on them. You know what I'm saying? That cash app work, y'all. Yeah, I'll
I
tell you
can't
that
take
for
that
sure.
cash that way out there.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. Our cash app work
For
for sure.
sure.
Hmm. And you know, you had to leave Landstar and go over to the chemical side because you know the dry van stuff just wasn't working out. You know, so that's why
Yeah,
I've been off for a while. Hmm.
yeah. I struck. I put strikes on every live stream that Doug Right Side did. That's why he ain't been live for so long. He just not getting right. And I'm gonna do it again too.
Look,
Hmm.
niggas out here striking my channel for no reason, man. God damn, man. God damn. Hey, they
But you
supposed to
know
be the
what?
family. They supposed to be my
But you know
family,
what?
and they
But you
striking
know,
me. God damn.
but they not as bad as they used to be. They used to be real bad with it, boy. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
talk about
yeah,
Terrence
yeah.
Crawford, or you say something wrong, they done got better about it now. You know that
Now,
they used
now,
to
now let me
really.
ask this. I
Hmm.
want to ask both of y'all this question right here. We hearing
Oh
now,
yeah.
and I don't even know. I don't know the truth behind it. I just seen a post. I believe it was Keon that said, Bud putting up 25 million to fight Boots Ennis. I don't know if that's true or not. Don't quote me on it.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know.
Did you listen to
Oh
the
yeah.
video?
No.
No,
I joked about that.
I didn't get a chance to watch the whole video. I didn't.
I seen that post, but I ain't watched the video yet. So
I
that's
ain't
why I
watched the whole
ain't
video either. I hadn't either. So I'm only going off of the beginning post,
pull
and I
back.
could be wrong about what he's saying. I could be very wrong about it.
Pull
I
back
heard it
know
was.
something
I
about
heard it was 15 million. You know what I'm saying? But he trying to
But
get to
but
that
but
Saudi Arabia money. Hmm.
but so we are agreeing that there's money put up from Bud Crawford to fight Boots Ennis. Are we agreeing on that?
No. I ain't
No.
agreeing on it. What
Appreciate
I'm
that
saying is
pass out, brothers. I
I
appreciate
don't
that, y'all.
I
Go ahead,
haven't
y'all.
even heard it. I'm sorry, my bad. No, I ain't agreeing on none of that shit because a lot of people say a lot of things. See, just
Yeah.
one of the things that I hear in the box community, everybody take everything like a person talking shit. They take this shit literal. That shit ain't fucking straight up. Dog, motherfuckers talk shit just like we talk shit. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Right,
They
right,
human
right.
just like we human. So not everything they say is straight up truth. They just talking shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
So do
I
y'all
can't.
think that? So overall, do y'all think that fight happens? That's the ultimate question I was trying to get to. Do y'all think that fight happens?
Which one?
What fight?
Bud and Boots.
Man, they
Nope.
pushing for it. I'm telling you though,
And,
but
and, and,
they put
and what
maybe they using Crawford name to promote the Crawley fight. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Look
gonna be
like
Now the
honest.
Crawley fight is off. The Crawley done pulled out the fight.
yeah, but they saying that they're trying to go back to it
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
They're trying to go back to it. So they're trying to
But
get that because
how
I don't think Bud is just gonna come out and fight Boots like that.
but how
You know
can
what
Yeah,
you
I'm
I
saying?
go back
think yeah.
when it seemed like now Bud is signing with Eddie Hearn? How can you go back to that fight when we know Crawley
What up?
he's doing business with the PBC?
Right.
Hold on. What I'm saying is, but y'all got to look at age when we looking at these fighting.
Hmm.
Just like I look at age in every other sport. You got to count. Bud at his count. He at the end of this career. Why would you fight that young man?
You say why would you fight what now?
Why would
Why
you
would you
fight?
fight Boots?
Why would Bud
That
fight
young
Boots?
man.
Because well, Eddie Hearn, what he was
That's
saying on
what.
his own, if you watch that interview, he said, you offer a man, if you offer a man a whole bunch of money, so they'll change their mind. So I think what they're gonna do is either try to get the Saudis to back that shit, you know what I'm saying? Because or get Matchroom, because Matchroom got money, man. The Zone got money,
Yeah,
so
I
they're
gonna
gonna
say Saudi
they're
Arabia
gonna
ain't the only
throw.
people that got money now.
No, I'm just saying. If Matchroom got money, so they're gonna throw a big deal. Either they're gonna get Errol Spence Jr. in the mix, so they can have that rematch. I think that's something that we're not looking at either. I think that rematch is on the horizon somewhere. If he
Me
fights
too.
Fundora, I think they're just not saying it. I don't understand why they're being so damn secretive. You can see the writing on the wall.
Yeah.
I think that's why Errol wasn't so worried about the first fight at 147 because I think he knew he was going to revisit this shit at 154, and I think we're looking at a rumble in the jungle, man. We got Boots Ennis going to be probably able to move up to 154 because right now 147 is trash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, it's nothing in
Exactly.
that division. Nobody don't want to see none of the fights in that. Nobody wants to see Boots versus Mario's Warriors, except for maybe a few of us. So Boost need to just probably. I mean, the only thing he can get is an accolade, is undisputed at that weight class,
Yeah.
and nobody don't want him to beat Stanionis. They want to protect Stanionis from him. They want to protect who else got the other belt? That's Terrence Crawford. So he got the other belt. So I see Boots moving up to 154 and going in between
Listen,
147 and 154, just fighting in between those weight divisions and
I
dominating.
think I think that's why he signed with the zone. So because the 447 is trash.
Mm-hmm. I
I
looked
look at
through
it the
that damn.
opposite way.
I looked through that damn. I was like, man, I don't even recognize none of these wood choppers. None but a lot of people from Uberstan and I
Yeah.
said, stuff like that. I was like, man, who the hell are these folks? You know what I'm saying? It's like there's no prospects, no really good prospects. I mean, they're just kind of straight up and down, no special effects. And I said, Boots can be undisputed. They're easy, but if you want to make big money fights, he's going to have to move on up to 154.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what all the old legends. That's what Aerosmith
See,
Jr. at. That's where Terrence Crawford talking about going. Um, I just think that's the division for him to start out in. Now he could leave
Right.
147 in the dust, man. I mean,
No, so
I mean,
I,
go
I
ahead.
think he's just gonna beat up a bunch of dudes at 147, get his name up, and then go work 154. Just get his name up. That way he can get some big money. That's what I think anyway. Well, like I
I
say,
don't even
man, the
think
business.
they keep when they see a threatening boxer come along, they always tell me they got to get his name up. You know what I'm saying? When they see somebody who can kick ass in the ring, they always talking about, his name ain't this. Well, fight the motherfucker and
Uh,
get his name up. You know what I'm saying? I think that Roman Villa fight, if y'all man go back and watch that,
yeah.
man, that fight was hellified. That was a hellified
Uh,
fight.
uh, but what I'm saying, well, getting the name up, I'm talking about overseas getting the name up. That's why he with the
Mm.
zone. Cause I say, hey,
Hmm.
you beating motherfuckers in America with too much. Motherfuckers like, yeah. But
But it's
overseas
but
become a difference. You know what I'm saying?
but it's so damn funny that people who like Crawford, he don't sell. So you know what I'm
Who
saying?
cares?
Matisse haven't sold nothing, but they looking at other fighters like they don't want to fight him because they don't sell.
Man, yeah, and this is the thing I hate the most about boxing now is that I hear people arguing, well, this person don't gotta fight this person because they don't sell. Okay, fine. My problem with that
Mm.
argument is that I'm arguing against myself. That's the fight that if I want to see the fight, I don't give a damn what you see. I want to see the best fighting the best. That's what I want to see.
Yeah,
And so
but
if you tell me we're not gonna get the fight because somebody don't sell, I got a problem with that. I ain't worried about what they selling. But
Right.
once again, like they
but
tell me, hence the reason I
but
never
it's
be
a
big in
business though.
boxing is because I never be big in boxing because I don't understand the business of boxing and I don't respect
Yeah,
it. That's what
you,
they tell me.
you
They
gotta
tell me
understand. Just like the business in boxing, just like any other business, you trying to get the most money out your work. So I understand when more say that shit, whether you like it or not, it's stupid. That's why I feel like we need tournaments in boxing within each. Right, you know what I'm saying? Like in other sport, you got to go, you got to fight the person. You got to go. It's a tournament.
yeah, yeah.
That
But
would make more sense to me.
I can't remember exactly who I was talking to, but they brought up saying they was like, man, I want to see Matias versus Pitbull Cruz. I want to see Devin versus Tiafimo, and then I want to see the winner fight each other. And I said, damn, that's an unofficial super series right there. That's an unofficial super series, and I want to see all of it. I want to see all of it.
Hmm.
They got more than just they don't got they got Gary Antoine Russell up there too. Now I want to see him fight
That man ain't beat nobody.
Oh,
anybody.
He ain't beat
where is
nobody. He
Gary?
ain't beat
Where
nobody.
is he? Where is Gary
That's why I
Russell,
want.
man?
That's why I want to see him. That's why I want to see him fight. I
I
want to see
mean,
him fight, dog.
I'm,
Cause the
I
last person
mean,
he beat, he tore his ass up in the first round. That shit was a blur.
it's like he blackballed like his brother fighting once a year. What's happening? You know, and what's going on with the one with the
Yeah.
brace? He can't get right. He can't win a damn match. The little brother Antoine
Oh, Antoine.
Russell,
Antoine.
yeah,
I
the
I
little
never
one
seen them
with the
fight.
braids.
No.
Oh,
I admit I never seen him fight.
Antonio.
Antonio,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Antonio.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, I
No.
never seen. I never even seen Antonio fight. So I don't know how he fight, but I like how Gary. I like Gary Russell. I mean, what's his name? Antoine.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You goddamn all them damn same name. Hey, black people,
Hey,
quit naming all your kids the damn same goddamn name. Shit, this shit goddamn fuck me
got,
up.
hey, you got to call him by the middle name to know who you talking about. God
Hey,
damn, boy.
man.
God damn.
Oh
You
yeah,
know
yeah.
that
You know
guy.
them all them boys named Russell and shit.
Yeah, I love
Gary,
Gary
all of
Russell.
them. That's like George Foreman naming all his damn kids George.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Georgette, Georgina. So it
he
was like,
got
what is
15
going on in
kids
the black
named
community?
George. He got 15 kids named George Foreman.
And the
Ain't
girl for
nothing went on
Georgette,
box.
Georgette. You know what I'm saying? I understand though. You know, I mean, shit. You don't want to see your kids
Hey,
get their brains
hey,
bashed up.
hey,
Hmm.
hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I know why they name the kids all the same name. So they been beating the head so long they can't goddamn remember all these different names. So they name the same goddamn thing.
Hey man, look,
I'm sorry, Lord. I'm sorry, Lord. I gotta apologize. I'm sorry,
hey,
Lord.
look. They wanted me to name my son after me, right? I was like, nope. The best I can do, we got the same initials. Me and him, we got the same
Yeah,
initials, but he gonna be his own man. He got his own name. He gonna live off of that. He ain't gonna live off of anything I do. He gonna live off of his shit. And now I
that's a
will say,
lot.
we
That's
got
a
the
lot of
same middle
pressure.
name, we got the same last name, and we got the same initials, but we ain't got the same first name, man. That's how I always look at things.
You got kids? I didn't think you
Who
had
that?
kids, dog.
Who that?
Dog.
Who you talking
Nigga,
about?
you definitely knew I had kids.
I knew you had some white women locked up in your basement, but I didn't know you
Here we
had
go.
kids,
Here
man.
we go. Here we go. I got a child. I got a son. I got one son.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't have any kids. I'm sorry, bro.
I'm
I
gonna ask y'all a
apologize.
question. What do y'all
I
think
gotta be
about?
nice to you now.
What y'all think about this fight right here? I think this gonna be an interesting fight. I don't want to watch the Canelo card,
Oh,
but
what's
I
that?
mean his card is good, pretty good, man. He got they got Marius Barrios and they got Fabian Madonna, who is Marcos Madonna brother. You know what I'm saying? I think that's pretty interesting. He's got 22
Yeah,
wins, 2 losses. That's gonna be a good ass fight right there.
yeah,
I mean, if
yeah.
he fight like his damn brother and shit, you know how Marius Barrios fight. That's gonna be a little banger right there. And they did that on purpose because nobody want to see Canelo fight this sucker Jermaine, what his name, McGee or whatever. I think this fight
Jaime,
here gonna
I
be
think,
good.
Jaime Munguia,
I
man.
think, I
Jaime
think,
Munguia.
I think how many.
Jaime
I think
McGee. I can't.
I think that's a decent fight with Canelo,
Yeah, I
bro.
mean, what? Jaime McGee? Oh my God,
Yeah,
bro.
I
That
think
that
it's a
dude ain't
decent
got no
fight.
defense. He ain't got no defense, bro. I mean,
No,
Another
I ain't
individual who
saying he
block
gonna
punches with
win.
their face.
oh yeah, nah, not at all. And then you got Estanionis versus Gabriel Mastery. That's gonna
Yeah,
be that's gonna
A
be.
it's
horrible
gonna be a
fight.
good
I
showdown.
A
think
horrible
that's gonna be.
fight.
Yeah, that's gonna be a bullshit fight because Gabriel
Why?
Mastery, man, he.
Why?
Mm-mm.
Why is it Stanley on his fighting boots? Why he ain't fighting boots?
Because Boots about to go to 154. They sense it. They don't want to fight him, and he's gonna be up out of there. He can go back and forth, but that's
Stephen,
when the last time we even
Stephen,
seen him fight?
Stephen Espinosa told us what was going on. And even when they asked Stephen Espinosa about boot signing with Eddie Hearn and going over there, he was like, according to Stephen Espinosa, he said, well, we tried to get fights for him, but nobody didn't want to fight him. That's what Stephen Espinosa said. So, I mean, what you want from the brother? If he can't get fight, and we all want to see him in certain fights, if he can't get those fights, what you gonna
Hmm.
do? You got to move forward with your career. You can't let individual hold your shit up. And so I ain't mad at him. I just if we get Bud versus Boots, that's the fight. I ain't got no problem with that fight. That's the fight. I love that fight right there. I would love it.
Oh man, you already know. He said, Mr. AMG says,
Oh man,
don't the majority of fighters don't sell, and most of the people on their resume didn't sell, and said that's a lame ass excuse. I really just don't. I mean, I want to see these undercards, but I don't want to see that. I'm really not interested in that fight. But I think McGill, he's been hiding at that weight division for a long time, for 40 goddamn fights, man. This dude here, he just. I mean, can anybody name besides Derevyanchenko who he's fought? And he almost lost that fight. Really, arguably, he lost that damn fight. Um, I just don't like. I don't like Jaime Mikey. I don't like that he got to fight over David Benavidez. It really pisses me off that he got to fight over David Benavidez, and that Canelo can just screw over boxing like this. Um, Retro says, or A1 says, man says that nigga name is Jaime, not goddamn Jaime. He said, no, Jamie. No, he says Jamie. Instead, not goddamn Jaime.
Nigga,
I thought it's
nigga, nigga. Hey, if you look at if anybody study which I don't know what my
Yeah,
brother
yeah.
does.
They
But
use
if
the
you
J's
study
and H.
the Spanish language, the same way we say jalapeno is the same thing because the J is an H sound in Spanish culture. So that's why we say Jaime Monguia. I don't know what you want from me.
And
I
that,
don't know.
and and that's why I say Jesus Christ instead of Jesus Christ.
Someone said instead of
Lord, somebody.
Jesus, instead of Jesus.
God,
And don't take me
I'm
serious, man. I'm just joking,
making
dog.
wild. I'm making wild tonight.
But he said, why isn't Doug fighting Boots? You know what I'm saying? You know why, man. Doug, get paloomaloomed up in there, boy, messing with
Because Boots will fuck me up. I'm not even a boxer. I don't even know
No,
how this
no,
is a
no, no, no,
conversation.
no. The real question is why Doug ain't fighting me.
Cause
oh,
I'll
that'll
fuck
make
you
some
up.
money.
Cause
Because he get for Lumaloo fucking with
I'll break
me.
your ass down easy. I'll break your down. I'll break your ass down easily. You broke down early in the fight. If me and you fought Omega, it wouldn't go 3 rounds. It wouldn't go 3 rounds.
It won't go 3 rounds. I'm gonna sniper your ass.
You gonna be sleep, nigga. You ain't big enough.
I'm
You
gonna
gonna be
sniper
sleep.
your ass. You ain't gonna see me. I'll be up in the trees and out there. Well,
That nigga said he gonna be in the tree. Hey, that's my brother, man. That's my brother. God
Let me see.
damn.
Everyone says that, nah, fuck that. He said, it's Jamie today. He's not even there. I mean, I'm just kind of disappointed, man, because I want to see, so I want to see Canelo, you know what I'm saying? I want to see him bang out, man. You know what I'm saying? He just kind of, he just kind of wimped out with this shit, you know what I'm saying? Fighting this kid. This kid is respectful. He's not going to go in there and try to win, you know what I'm saying? Canelo going to make him sit down like the rest of them, you know?
yeah.
Jamel Charlo, he disappointed me. He had the ability to make a lot of good fights. And he just wimped out at the end, man. I just don't understand it. So, you know, and then with the
Talking
whole,
about
what do
Jamal
y'all,
or
yeah, what y'all
Jamal.
think about it? No, Jamel. What do y'all think about the
Oh, okay.
charges going on with Jamel? Jamel. Yeah, what do y'all think about what's going on with Jamel? Where his head at? You know what I'm saying? He done got a big payday, with the charges with this, I don't even know the whole story, but he got in trouble with domestic abuse and what's happening? What is happening with
Uh, uh,
Jamel and
uh,
them
uh,
boys?
uh,
Dallas had it going on, and all of a sudden it's like I don't know. P Diddy came down and started touching everybody or something.
one of the biggest, and I say this respectfully, one of the biggest scrubs we ever seen in the sport of boxing. That's what I see. One of the biggest scrubs.
Who?
Male. Even Maul.
The
Maul is
scrub?
scrub too. Both of them
You
scrub.
got
Oh
Both of
hell
them.
no, man.
you
Hell
got
no. That's
Scrub
not
ass niggas.
scrub, man. Come on, bro.
Scrub motherfuckers. Scrub
How
motherfuckers.
how you figure they scrub, dog?
I'm telling you why. When you go in the ring
Yeah.
against somebody like Canelo and you don't let your hands go, you
What fight make you a scrub?
hold on. Let me finish. Now let me finish. You go in the ring against Canelo. You're supposed to have one of the best jabs in the sport of boxing. You don't utilize it. You run. You get beat up. You don't even make it competitive. You don't even try to make it competitive. What you want me to say? That it was a good fight? No, no.
I think
The nigga,
okay, all right, dog. If you have a job, right? Do you have a job, dog?
nah, I ain't got no job right now. I ain't even got no job.
See, you will ask that question. You gonna say if you have one bad day, they should fire your ass because you a
No, that's the
scrub.
truth. That's the truth, nigga. I just got laid off my job, so I ain't got no job right now. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh shit, you can go fishing with me then, man. Go come to South Carolina, man. Go hit the damn river.
While you joking,
You got
I
nothing
might
else to
come fuck
do.
with you. I might come fuck with you. I ain't even gonna hold you. I might do that.
y'all
You
be
got nothing else to do.
I can see y'all out there arguing and shit about fishing and shit.
Oh, you damn
Oh
right we
yeah, we
gonna
go.
argue. You damn right we going to.
That ain't
Omega
that ain't
can't
no
fish no for
brim.
goddamn.
That ain't no brim. You know what I'm saying? That ain't the right bait to get brim.
Full of
So see
shit.
Hey,
Master Cooler, you in the building.
Omega,
What's up, bro?
Omega, what you fish? What you fish with? What you fish with?
I love live bait, baby. Live bait.
Well,
My
it depends on
homeboy,
the live bait.
hey,
Cricket.
I got a homeboy. He use that artificial stuff. I said, man, I love live bait, and we be arguing. That's why I left it there. Come on, man. What the hell you got there? I said, man, you need to get a live bait. Nah, man, we be arguing for real.
You damn
Hey,
right.
Master Khali said, I knew Derek James and our relationship was doomed the moment Ryan and AJ joined. Yeah, it was just like, I don't know, it was just like too much going on, my nigga. It was just like too much, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying? It's like, I don't know. It's just they got unorganized.
I mean,
It's just too much going on in that camp,
Oh,
man. It's like,
let me ask you this, Paul. Let
hey,
me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
salute, Master Khalid, man. That's my brother right there.
Shout out to Master Khalif. I agree. That's my brother as well. But let me ask you this, Paul. I gotta ask you.
hmm
According to Ryan Garcia, this is according to Ryan Garcia. I don't even know how to take it. Who knows how to take this shit? But he said that Errol Spence didn't pay.
was high.
He
hmm
didn't
Go ahead.
pay, huh? He didn't
Go
pay
ahead. What
Derek
you were saying?
James.
No. He paid Derek J. He
No, no,
just said,
hold on. I'm going off of what Ryan Garcia said. I'm going off of what Ryan Garcia said. I'm not.
Uh-huh.
These
oh,
are my words.
okay. My
Go ahead.
bad,
Go
my
ahead.
bad.
He said Ryan Garcia said that EJ didn't pay Derek James. Do you believe what Ryan Garcia is saying right there, or is he capping?
I think he don't know the whole story. I don't think he know what he talking about. I think he's dipping in folks' business, and I think he just going from what he heard from one side because them guys been together way before they got together. So why would he be?
Yeah,
Why would Ryan be able to come in and just know something more than what's going on between Errol and Derek? So what was happening is that this fight was the biggest payday for everybody in that camp.
yeah.
So when you get Negroes, you know what I'm saying, together and they making money, now all of a sudden people want a little, they expect a little bit more. So
But
I mean,
now, Paul, this is what they saying, and I had I don't know if y'all, I had Joe over on
No,
my
no,
channel,
no, no,
and I
no,
had
no, no. Quit listening to what everybody's saying and just use logic,
I
bro.
don't know.
People
And
lie.
once
Use
again,
logic, dog.
I have no clue what happened in that situation. I have no clue, no clue.
That's what I'm
And
saying. That's what I'm
so,
saying. Just use logic, dog.
but I can still ask y'all a question. I can still ask what y'all believe. Regardless, I still want to hear y'all opinion. And so
I
all I'm
believe in
saying
logic.
is, all I'm saying is that when they said that, or what they said was is that because there was a guaranteed purse of I don't know $2 million. Hold on, Paul, you got back? Is that Paul? I don't know who that is.
oh, that's
Somebody,
that's
somebody cooking food out this motherfucker.
go ahead.
But
It's me.
they said that there was a guaranteed purse of $2 million, and then you had the back end money, and that Errol only wanted to pay Derek James a percentage of the guarantee. He didn't want to pay him anything he got on the back end. What y'all think about that?
I mean, all you could do is just speculate on it, and if it's that, what I'm saying, that I can see why they had a riff. Tell you the truth, I mean, because this was the biggest payday that Errol Spence Jr. probably was going to be able to see in his career right now. And of course, when you got big money, you're gonna have disputes. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's just one of them things where, you got two guys that's been together for a while, and one probably, think he needs a little bit more because of this fight. Errol, I mean, he lost the fight, lost badly. So shit, look like look like Derek James, look like his shit didn't work. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's pissed. Maybe they didn't go over, what I'm saying, where they went wrong. They didn't get together and do like a debriefing. It's a lot of shit that we don't know, man. It's just like, but they got paid very well. Maybe Aerosmith Jr.'s like, man, I'm not paying for you, doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? You really got me screwed up in this fight. Didn't get me prepared. Or you had Ryan, you got AJ kind of distracting Derek James, you know what I'm saying, during the championship fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot, bro. It's just I just think that EJ he might have had some feeling some kind of way about paying him extra money when he got his ass beat up in the ring. I know I would. You know what I'm saying? I know I would feel some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you get the bonus if I got my ass tore up like that. But that's just
But
me. You know what I'm saying?
but this is
Mhm.
the thing. The thing is that so I'm supposed to get as your trainer. I don't even know what their relationship is. I don't know what their percentage is.
Right.
I have no clue. But of course, I'm gonna get a percentage of the guaranteed. But I should, as your trainer, regardless, win, lose, or draw, should I not get a percentage of your back end?
I mean, but is that the agreement from the start? That's why said it the way I said it.
No,
I
no,
mean, we don't know if
no,
that's
no,
the.
and no,
Hey,
no. That's
hey,
why I
can
said,
I get my answer? Can I get my answer?
hold on, real quick. That's why I said I don't know the agreement. I agree with you. In your opinion, Paul, same thing, Omega. If you were the trainer,
God
would you
damn,
not
I would
expect?
give
Would
my
you not
opinion. You
expect
won't let me talk, Negro.
man, shut your Uncle Fester ass up, man. Stop that bullshit, man. You bullshitting
Well,
tonight.
let me damn
We
give
go,
my
we,
opinion, man.
but
I'm
hell,
trying to give my
let me
opinion.
finish what the fuck I'm saying. Let me finish what the fuck I'm saying. Go ahead,
No, the
Omega. Go
sun gonna
ahead.
be up by the time you finna goddamn talking.
And
I'm gonna be
and
sleep.
well, take your ass to sleep, then, nigga. Go ahead. Go ahead, Omega.
Ain't gonna be too more take my ass anywhere but upside your head.
Hey, I'm gonna bring my black
Well,
ass to
we can
South Carolina. I'm gonna bring my
we
black
can
ass to South Carolina just
let
because
me
of
get
Let's
my
this
opinion,
shit
man.
right
Let me
here.
get my opinion real quick.
Well, we
You know
don't.
what my
Go
opinion
ahead.
is?
let's
Go ahead,
let's
nigga.
just
Go
get
ahead.
into the.
This is my grown man opinion. I don't give a fuck. This none of my business what these folks do with they bit. You getting too detailed in these people' personal lives. I don't know what the hell they got going on. I don't see them going back and forth. So why the fuck should other people go back and forth? Just my opinion. I'm not out there going into that shit. We all do business with with different people throughout life, right or wrong.
Agree.
Everybody got
Right.
there sitting here, goddamn picking us apart about shit. So I ain't gonna pick their ass apart about it. What I'm gonna talk about is boxing, and not they got their personal finance and all this other shit we damn do.
I do agree with that. I do agree with that piece of it. I do agree with that.
That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Well,
I
you
do
know the
agree with that.
problem is Omega is that you haven't heard nothing from their camp. And if
Yeah.
everybody just speculate, everybody just speculating because
Everybody speculating.
that was just a big ass a big ass from going from 1,000 miles an hour to zero silence, radio silence out of that camp. And then now you got Frank Martin coming out of there, and AJ, he had a fight. So you're just wondering all this activity going on, and there's nothing like really coming out telling us nothing
Yeah.
about EJ.
I
And
I think
mhm.
if it was a real big thing, I don't think I think Frank would have left with EJ if it was a big thing. That's what I'm saying. I'm not looking at this shit seriously.
But y'all heard Ryan talking about Aerosmith Jr. was high as hell during that fight with Crawford. They say he was high,
Right,
and
right. Said he seen aliens and that he was abducted by aliens and stuff
I
when he was
don't
2 years
believe none of that
old and all the
bullshit.
other shit too. You know what I'm saying?
oh my
I,
god,
if you
So
really
Ryan
want
say a
me,
whole lot. I mean, it's just like me. It's just like me taking Ryan serious and like trying to
right,
take Bill Haney serious about all of that other shit. People, that's what I'm saying. We take stuff too goddamn literal. Sometimes people just be talking shit and be talking crazy. Sometimes my brothers
right.
didn't say some goddamn crazy ass shit. I love my brother, my blood brother. I love him. And I look at him and say, nigga, I know you lying. Shut up.
Mm-mm.
I didn't say that growing up, man. Like, man, you don't goddamn get the hell out of my face with that bullshit. And he'll laugh about it, like, yeah, I was lie. I just got there. He just want to tell a story. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we really got to quit putting these people, these celebrity athletes and stuff on the pedestal. Like everything they say, they really mean it.
it's fact.
Sometimes they
It's
just
fact.
be talking shit, dog. Just
Right,
like we
right.
talk shit. We all human. You know what I'm saying? That's what I look at. That's why I'm beginning to all that. And Doug sit here and say we talk on the phone, bro. Me and Doug talk on the phone. I'll be like, man, don't be damn listening to that bullshit.
But my thing, and it's interesting. How would Ryan Garcia even know if Errol Spence was?
Yeah,
How do you know that? Like,
he just
it doesn't
talking
make
shit,
sense.
bro.
It doesn't make sense
Like
to me. doesn't make
like you
sense.
I
said,
think,
he just be talking shit, bro. He don't be knowing. He just
yeah,
be talking
he
shit.
could be
He
talking
just
shit.
trying to get attention. He attention whore, and that's his
And the
problem.
other thing, and the other thing you got to look at before he said that. Look at what he was saying before. It was shit to garner. I
I'm
mean,
tell you,
my God,
I'm tell you,
it was that shit to garner attention. So I mean,
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know.
yeah.
But how am I
Hey,
gonna trust that nigga? I can't trust him.
I'm tell you something. I like Ryan Garcia. Cause he make me laugh. He make me laugh. Cause so many people get pissed off
What
at his ass, and this shit
what
gets
did you
funny as
say? What
hell to
you
me.
say? You said something about P Diddy touch you, and he was saying all
Yeah,
kind of
he
stuff.
be
What you
saying all
say?
kinds of, but at the end, he be like, in the name of Jesus, my Lord, Jesus Christ. That boy always say any goddamn crazy thing he say there in for my Lord Jesus
Hey,
Christ.
then we still taking shots. You be like, God damn, I
And
don't know what to
then
believe. I don't know what to
then
believe.
you got people all over the internet got there talking about Ryan said this, Ryan said that. I be like,
Yeah,
man, Ryan,
that's I
fuck
guess
with y'all, man.
that's the whole point. That's the whole
Bruh,
point.
it's crazy. So I
What's going
watch a
on,
show.
Ryan, Carolyn Jones? What's happening? Yeah, that's the whole point. Is to garner attention. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
I watch a show called Value Entertainment or Valuetainment, something like that. And
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Hmm.
these niggas, they sit here talking about Ryan Garcia, not talking about boxing. They talking about the shit that he talking about, and I'm like, my God, how is he over here? How are they even talking about this
Yeah.
when this?
Because Ryan got fans outside of boxing. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah, he do. And
He do.
like
I
I
agree with
do
him. I agree with that.
it, I'll be everywhere. I won't just be on boxing or networks. I'll be everywhere. And I'll be seeing all kinds of stuff. Hey, it's a whole lot of idiots on YouTube got just sitting here talking, dog. That's why I can have a discernment or I can recognize when somebody just talking, run out the run it, just talking shit out their damn mouth, and when somebody actually telling the truth and giving the news, and a lot of people don't have that discernment. They think everything they hear on YouTube is news and it's real, and
Oh no, you know. Oh, you
that
remember
will
how bad?
irritate me.
Hey,
Y'all
hey,
remember
that,
how
Mhm.
that, that,
bad it got? The fake news.
that's why Omega fuck with me. Omega fuck with me because he know when I'm telling it. Hey, I'm telling the truth as
Oh,
far as I know it. He already know
oh,
what
you
it
be
is.
delusional now. When we come to Devin Haney, you be delusional
Oh,
like a motherfucker.
now,
Now, hey,
I'm with
hey,
you.
hey,
I
hey,
be riding with you most of
pull. This
hey,
is the
hey,
pull.
hey.
I swear to God. I swear to God. You ain't see. The problem is you ain't heard me argue with Devin fans. You ain't heard me do
the.
it. And
No,
the
you
problem
know who
is,
you know who worse than you is King Judah. You and King Judah get in here, y'all clear out the whole house.
Hey, King
but but
Judah got there the worst right now, right? That boy,
but at
goddamn.
the same time, you ain't heard me argue, man. I end up
I
arguing
like
with
King
more
Judah
Devin
though.
fans
I
than
like King
anything.
Judah.
Yeah, man. I mean, if you can argue over there on knockout boxing, I take my hats off to you. I'm too old for that shit. I was like my goddamn health and shit. I be
But
my
I will,
heart.
I will say though, me and Doug, like you say, me and Doug can talk, and Doug will sit here like, man, I can't rock with that shit, man. I know this motherfucker be goddamn some bullshit. You know, so he said, "Well, I gotta rock my
Niggas get
people something. I gotta rock with some people sometimes." I'm saying, this is I don't have no YouTube channel. Y'all, both of y'all do. So it's easier if you don't have a YouTube channel to be on one solid square than it is when you trying to make content. So I understand that shit. It just irritates me when some people just can't be solid, man. You know what I'm saying? Just be solid. I
Right.
know you gotta make content, but be solid with it. That's why I only fuck like here. Like I don't want to bring up nobody's name, but when I first came to your channel, Paul, and you like, man, I like this cat, but when we kept talking about he met goddamn Ted Crawford and the goddamn 7-Eleven, he said, man, I can't fuck with him no more. No, I can't. And that's how I'll be feeling. I said, man, I can't fuck with these cats no more, man. God damn,
Yeah.
dog, you gonna say tell that bold-faced lie?
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know why motherfucker get on here and cap. I mean, it's like we only want boxers to get in there and show what they got, man. I don't like
Yeah.
motherfuckers be acting like pussies and stuff, man. They be
Oh,
acting all soft and weird and like, bro, make the damn fight, bro. It's like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, we trying to see the best fight. If Terrence Crawford would have signed up with the PBC back then, we would have had the best era of boxing, bro.
And see,
It's like, mhm.
when Terry went and fought David Adams, he fucked up a lot of goddamn people damn money. Because a lot of people put money to go see, because we think it's gonna be at the end of the year. End up being a whole 6 months later. You're like, what the fuck? And so, and don't tell you, I ain't even bought the pay-per-view because I had planned a camping trip. I was like, man, shit, man, I ain't got them buying that shit now. But if he had fought earlier, I would have got it and I would have had a fight party, every damn thing. But
Fact.
you did that shit, I'm like, man, you just fucked up. That's why a lot of that shit should have sold over $1 million goddamn pay-per-view, but a whole lot of people had their made plans. And then when that shit went through, they were like, man, you know what? Fucking I'm tired of these motherfuckers. You can't do people like that.
Mhm.
Facts.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of fake shit going on. And I was like, this, boxing is for the working class people. It's like,
Yeah.
it ain't for the bourgeois. You know what I'm saying? So why people
Yeah.
got to come on here and fake it don't make no sense because everybody here, what was the name of that movie where the
Man, I love you
dudes?
said, Paul, I
Mhm.
love you said it, boxing for the working class people.
It is.
That's where their business at right there. The working class. It ain't for the bourgeois. All these people they act like they got money and shit. Dog, motherfuckers that struggling and they I know me and my brother were arguing so damn much. My mama didn't have the money, but she bought that goddamn Holyfield and Tyson fight just to shut us up. She ain't have the money to do it. And I bet so many damn people that I gave her money back. And she like, thank you.
Mm-mm.
Glad you said that, bro. That's what
Yeah, I
Hey,
boxing
mean,
is. That's the heart of it.
real quick, man. I ain't gonna hold you. I gotta shut it down for the night, man. But Pool
yeah.
man, thank you for allowing me on. Shout out to Uncle Fester, man. Uncle Fester, one of the greatest that I know as far as Omega Red go. Shout out to Uncle Fester. But hey, that's my brother, and I appreciate y'all allowing me to rock with y'all and talk boxing with y'all. But I do gotta shut it down tonight. But man, much love and
Yeah,
respect.
you got
And
you go feed
I know,
Dolly
I know.
Parton them
I,
lunch
I got,
baby.
I got, I got to get Dolly Parton out the goddamn basement. I already know what it is, but
She
I got to
banging
get out
on
the
she
basement.
banging on the damn basement. Say she hungry out there.
Hey, she's screaming right now. She's screaming in the basement, man. So I
Yeah,
got to
what
get
about
out of here.
Lunchables at?
Hey y'all, but I'm gonna be coming on all week. You know what I'm saying? I got about a week before I hit orientation for my new gig and stuff. So you know what I'm saying. So what I mean.
Hey
So I'll
man,
be
I'm
on
glad you're
every day.
back, bro. I'm glad you're
Hmm.
back. I know you probably you see me just say salute pool. You don't see me again. I'll be at work, bro. I'll be
Hmm.
listening though. And I'll wait
All
hit that
right, bro.
like button.
Man, hey, Pool, don't even worry about it. When the nigga at work, he out there milking cows and shit and goats and
Hey
all that kind
man.
of. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Go ahead and shout the brother out because he gonna be able to pull up when it's time. And
Hey,
when he
Okay.
do
y'all
pull
just
up,
Hey,
get out.
boy.
Y'all link up,
Hey,
man. Just get out there, get it. Get that fish, man. Go out there, and
yeah, get
hey,
yeah.
we gonna be
Come
milking
fishing,
cows together, man.
because I got a job. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I ain't got no
Dog.
job, man. I ain't got no job.
I
I
buy
ain't
the
got no job.
worms. He ain't got no job, so I buy the worms. Goddamn.
shit,
See how
worms are
they do
free,
And
you?
my
I
nigga. Worms are
and
free
I
if you
get
know where to go.
yes, sir. Hey, I dig him out the yard, dog. I
That's
got a
what I'm
worm
talking about.
for him.
That's what I used to do. Just dig them out the
I got
yard,
a
man.
yeah.
Hey,
I'm
man.
country, goddamn. Hey,
But
Pool,
but
I'm
but
country. I got cow, goats, and all that shit. I
Oh
know where to
wow.
get the worm from, dog.
Yeah,
man,
man.
much
Mine got
love
the
and respect,
same.
man. I'm out for the night, man. Much love and
All right,
respect.
All
bro.
right,
Thank
peace, bro.
y'all, man. Thank y'all.
All right, then. Yeah, now we'll be coming back on if I could wake up in the morning. We'll do it. Probably I ain't gonna even lie to myself. Probably 11. We'll get back on here and just let it roll. You know what I'm saying? We just kick it and stuff. I got a whole week. You know what I'm saying? Before I get on the road with the chemicals and the oil and all that stuff. So appreciate everybody
Ain't wrong.
stopping through Omega Red. You know what I'm saying? Check me out tomorrow if y'all want to come through, slide in, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna shut it down for the night though. I appreciate Cash Crypto, Omega Red, Master Khalid, you know what I'm saying, Ramon and Caroline Jones, you know what I'm saying? I was like, that's gonna forever fuck me up because I'm so used to saying the other name. And Retro Game, you already know. See you guys tomorrow, man. We're gonna be on all week though. All right,
All
peace
right,
out.
peace, bro.
All right.